What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody, my peopleizations? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So, Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion, superstar, boxer, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Well, he did the press conference call build up for the PBC ahead of the Tyson Fury fight, and he had a chilling message. Did he sound very, very confident? Were you guys impressed? Two-time, right? Oh, it's go time, right? Obviously, we're going to get the fight. Book your tickets, people. If you have not booked your tickets, July 24th, book your tickets to Vegas. Box fans, my brother in the super chat, much love to you, great brother. Book your tickets to Vegas. I'm telling you, you want to be a part of this. It's historic. It is going to be an instant classic. It's going to be historic. You want to be a part of this. Trust me. Trust me. He is a revamped man. You see Tyson Fury, Big John Fury, he's like, listen, this ain't the fight for us, champ. You remember? Y'all remember when Coach Duke, D-U-K-E, Coach Duke from Rocky, and he told Apollo Creed, he said, this ain't it. We don't need this no more, champ. Remember that? We don't need this no more, champ. My brother Box fans in the super chat, much love to you, Box fans. We don't need this no more, champ. Don't that sound like Fury, Big John Fury? We don't need this one, champ. We don't need it. My brother Quest X in the building in the super chat. He said Fury is a man walking. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. You remember that? We don't need this, champ. We don't need this fight, champ. We don't need this fight at all, champ. Let's not do this. And Apollo was like, what do you mean? With the brothers, Paleman Hurtado. Wilder's footwork is too weak. Tyson Fury has better footwork than Deontay Wilder. Says who? And this is what I like about the. Did y'all hear this part? He said, I fell in love with one punch, as many fighters in my position do. When you able to knock people out with one punch, you tend to fall in love with one punch. But now I understand. So that should let y'all know. The mindset is completely different. You didn't hear what he said? He said, I fell in love with one punch. See, listen, let me say this to y'all. John Legene, what's going on? He said, come on, boo. Okay. 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 Make sure y'all come here on the 25th. Y'all gonna listen to Blue. There's a difference in not being able to do something, and there's a difference in just not doing it because you don't have to. Let me say it to you again. Maybe there's a difference. Tiana Scott, peace of blessings, Queen. There's a difference in not doing something because you don't have to, and there's a difference in simply not being able to do it. That is two different things. T Real 713, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue. Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you, great brother. So let me say it to you again. There's a difference in not being able to do something and a difference in and just not doing it. So, like I told you guys, Quest X, my brother, back in the super chat. This fight has all the makers of Max Mellon versus Joe Louis. The rematch. Remember what happened to Max? He ended up in the exactly. And salute to my brother Quest X. Go subscribe to my brother Quest X. Right? And so here's the thing. We've gotten so accustomed to him not doing it that we replace that with him not being able to do it. Maybe you missed it. Let me say it again. As he stated, listen to what he said. Just as I told you guys, he says, I got so comfortable with my power and just being able to hit you in the right spot with one punch that I fell in love with that. So now I had to go back so that I'm doing everything again, completely different. Nobody's going to mistake Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury for being more athletic than Deontay Wilder. Nobody's going to mistake him. CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell in the building, the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, retribution in store. We want it back in bloom. Hashtag Bomb Squad, 2-time WBC heavyweight champion of the world and the New Ring magazine and lineal heavyweight world champion. Yes, sir, my great brother. Dion Folks, what's going on? Hey, when you expecting the baby again, great brother? Everybody salute my brother CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell, because he's expected. So everybody salute my brother Carl Burrell. Show him some love, man. My great brother is expecting. So show my brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, man. Show my brother some love, man. Fat Cat Shadowboxing, what's going on? Yeah, I don't. Chef Dre, Big Boog, what's going on? Yeah, I don't get into that. July 18th. Oh, you're right around the corner, great brother. Box Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. You right around the corner, July 18th. Man, salute to you, great brother. Array the Scholar, what's going on? Sherman Callahan, what's going on? Ryan Claude, Mailman Mike, Ken Massey, Alex Verghese, Elvis Mack, D. Hodges, Scott, David Scott III, Eric Wright, what's going on? Ahmad is Ahmad, Dwayne Jones, what's going on? Solomon Overhead, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Much love to you. Yeah, you right around the corner, great brother. Joseph Lania, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you. Much love. Smash the like button, people. We got 650 people. Let's get 650 likes. Smash the like button. Let's work. Beardface Gamer, what's going on? Smash the like button. Let's work, and let's work some more. Kieran Alexis, Cunley Jesus, Math Boy Fly, Arthur Reed, Tanya Scott, Peace of Blessings, Queen. Kieran Alexis, Big Snack Pack, Talk About the TV. My brother, what's going on with y'all? Smash that like button, people. We got 600 and plus people. Let's get 600 plus likes. Let's work. So, like I said, see, this is what I took away from it. Now, there's some people just to listen, right, to take little snippets and say, oh, he said this, he said that. Box with straight right. What's going on? Brian Borderick, what's going on? Main Boxing Biker, my brother, what's going on? Goldie Boydley, Real Talk, Guard Your Grill, Harry Jones Jr., what's going on? So there was people that listened to that. And smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Get the likes up. T5, what's going on? Suda Music, what's going on? Southern Music. Musa Sissoko, what's going on? There's some people that just listen just to take snippets away that they could say, oh, see, Ketty Peace 504, Stephen Young, Edgar Valencia, what's going on? There's some people, Zoomverse, what's going on? Cornelius the Israelite, Timothy Spaghetti, what's going on? Asif G, what's going on? Fly Guy Indy, what's going on? So there's people that listen to that, and they did so just to say, oh, you see, he's saying about the gloves, or he's saying about this, he's saying about Robert Rodriguez, what's going on? But they didn't listen to the message. They wasn't listening to the message. I guarantee, Mr. Pazzo, what's going on? I guarantee they wasn't listening to the message. I guarantee they missed the message. Be that bitch, peace and blessing, Queen. How you doing? Mr. Pazzo, what's going on? Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers. Lecce Puma Skills, Fight Night. What's going on? DP Rocco, what's going on? Stephen Young, my brother in the super chat. He said, hashtag, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So they didn't listen to the message. Fight Night, what's going on? But I'm here to deliver you the message. Let me see if I could reiterate and see if you could grasp the message. Maybe you can, maybe you won't. I'm gonna attempt it. I'm gonna attempt it. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay in the building. What's good with you, Tay? 7 trillion. What's going on? Christopher Wallace. What's going on? Reginald Fields. East Oakland 3500. Tom. Pensacola Run Up. Sean Gibson. OP King. Ex Krypton. Mr. Cool Guy. What's going on with y'all? Let me help y'all. Because maybe you missed it. Taquan Savage. My brother in the building. What's going on with you? Miguel Beretta. What's going on? Yusuf Boussaid. What's going on? So, Drew Titan, my brother, Drew Titan in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Drew Titan. Seen Through, Stu Baby Love TV. What's going on? Bobby the Body Breaker. What's going on? So, Dari T, peace of blessings, Queen, in the super chat. Jamel said, doesn't matter in the IG live. Yeah, I know. I know, Queen. I know. I know. Tay Walker, what's going on? Makai Pransetti, what's going on? I know, Queen. My brother's keeper, you're seeing 007, Bay Area Boxing Talk. What's going on? Adari T, peace and blessings, Queen. I appreciate you in the super chat. Yeah, I know. I know. It disappointed you, didn't it? Mike G, what's going on? Yeah, we already know, Adari. We already know. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Just is what it is. So listen to this. Javier Carrillo, Cads, what's going on? Dominic Giger, what's going on? Loving Down Gate to Larry Harrison. Edgar Arellano, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. We got 700 people. Mike, Charlie J, Anah Israel, what's going on? Yeah, we know. We know. But that's okay, though. Joshua Sawyer, Tay Walker, Kyle 845, what's going on? Mario Forster, what's going on? But Adari, that's okay, though. That's okay. Dallas Cowboy fan for life, what's going on? Kaz, what's going on? Shay Girl 85, peace and blessings, Queen, how you doing? Herman Shroomtail, what's going on? Jamel Allen, what's going on? Kayla Williams, Jay Vinci, what's going on? Bad Bridge, what's going on? Let me get into this. So, we got 730 people. Let's get 730 likes. Ismail Casillas, what's going on? So it's okay. It's okay, Adari T. Dane Watson, what's going on? Don Ron, what's going on? Because, see, when the tables turn and the roles reverse, Black Soul 1906, Rasheed Rock, what's going on? Jay Swag, Terry Smooth Jr., my brother, Dane Watson, Douglas Bronzy 13, what's going on? Duncan Penderhughes, Mr. Boxing News, what's going on? Mr. Boxing Moves, what's going on? PLLP, what's going on? DOG 215, my brother in the building. So here's the thing, right? My brother Bitch, B Megastar in the building. If you have sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, friends with little kids, little cousins, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. My brother Bitch, please drop that link, great brother. Raymond Campbell, Marquise, what's going on? All right, I'm going to have to get into this. Marquise Simon, Ramon Campbell, Jaquavius Moore, my brother, what's going on? Jafari Caesars, D. St. Lou, what's going on? So let me get into this. I'll get y'all as I'm going. So, y'all didn't realize that he let you know he understood his shortcomings. Victor Knives, what's going on? So that means when y'all say, oh, he can't box. Who said he can't box? He won an Olympic bronze medalist. How could he not box? Of course he could box. But like he said, and of course, Super Magtown, what's going on? Many people have missed this. Lion Fangs, what's going on? Many people have missed this, and they'll continue to miss this, but it's okay. So he said, Southern T Boxing, my brother, what's going on? Go subscribe to my brother, Southern T Boxing. Goldie Boiler, what's going on? So he said, I got comfortable with one punch because when you know where to hit a person and you have the power that I have, you know where to hit your opponent, and you have the power that I have, you could tend to fall in love with it. You could get comfortable with it. So that means he understands he has to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That means the boxing ability that we see him hitting the pads, and y'all are saying, oh, he's gotten better. And I told you guys, it's not a point of him getting better. It's a point of him using all the tools in the toolbox. I'm going to say it again. It's a point of him using the tools in the toolbox. Just because he comes to a job, he has a full toolbox. Nelson Armstrong, what's going on? He has a full toolbox, right? He comes to a job. My brother Emmanuel H in the building. What's going on with your great brother? Me and my brother Emmanuel H, we can already have our basketball channel, so we're going to need everybody's support. Paul Ruffin, what's going on? So, Melvin Medina, what's going on? So there's a worker, right? A carpenter. He's been doing the job for 20 years. And he sees a job and he says, oh, this just need, let's say it's sheetrock, right? Sometimes the carpenter, Cedric Trailer, what's going on? Sometimes the carpenter, Yost AM, what's going on? DB100, what's going on? Full movie episode, what's going on? Alex York, what's going on? George Felder, what's going on? So sometimes the carpenter, he comes to the job and he don't always use a measuring tape because sometimes he could look at it. Alex York said, we got 424 likes and we got 830 people here. Where do they do that at? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash the like button. Zelly1327. What's going on, great brother? 100% Ryan Podcast. What's going on? We got 830 people and 400 likes. Come on, we got 400 people moonlighting. Participate. Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. December winter. What's going on? So, Playboy Marley, what's going on? Miguel Barreto, what's going on? So, with that said, sometimes you get a carpenter, and I know this for a fact because I have family members and friends that are carpenters, right? And they'll come to the house. I could just give you one right off of the top. A-Rod 83 Boxio, what's going on? My wife's uncle, he's been a carpenter probably for 40 plus years, right? Easy. Kayleen Williams, peace and blessings, queen, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, Kayleen Williams. Much love to you. So he's been a carpenter for 40 plus years, right? So now think about this. My uncle, which is my wife's uncle, but he's my uncle as well. So he comes to my house and I say, we need this, this, and this fixed, right? He don't always break out the measuring tape. He could stand there and look at it. He's been doing it for so long. He could just stand there and look at it and he can gauge it from that standpoint and he'll start working from there. Oh, we're going to need this, this, and this. But every so often, he'll have to make an extra trip. Every so often, he'll have to double back on his work. You know why? Prezidentjafar, what's going on? You know why? Because Kempton John, what's going on? Because he's been doing it so long that maybe he misjudged it. He got comfortable. Tyson Young, what's going on? He got comfortable with judging it with his eyes instead of actually making sure, right? He got comfortable measuring with his eyes, right? Instead of measuring with the tape. And so sometimes he got to say, man, I got to go back to Home Depot. Man, I got to go back to Lowe's. Or I forgot this. Or I got this. Oh, man, I'm going to need this. Grizzly 456, what's going on? It's not that he can't do it. It's that he's been doing it for so long. He got comfortable in one space that sometimes he got to double back. Sometimes he has to double back. Goldie Boy said, too funny. I do it every day, Blue. Exactly. Right. So it's not that Deontay Wilder doesn't have the tools. So my uncle, when he comes, he has the tools in the toolbox. Don't always mean he necessarily uses them. Cornelius Weatherford, what's going on? He doesn't always use the tools because he could sometimes do it with his eyes. And now sometimes he could do it and he could do it fully without double backing with his eyes. And then sometimes he has to double back because he got too comfortable. And like I told you guys, see, y'all got too comfortable with letting other media members that have, a certain point, you let them tell you that he can't do this. I'm going to say it to you again. You let them tell you he can't do something. Okay? Let's go to the videotape on twos. My brother in the super chat dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Salute Blue, you always working and spitting them facts. Also, you should open them phone lines back up. Yeah, I am. It's just I have a hard time doing the speed limit. And I have a hard time holding the people to the speed limit. That's the problem. Feddie Forigno, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to you, Blue. Salute to the whole LDBC and new media. Yes, sir. CHILLtown Majors, what's going on? It's Jay, Mosey 23, A-Wavy 09, my brother, what's going on? So, let me give you another example. They've been telling you so long. I saw an interview with Chris Algieri yesterday, and he said something. He said that he gets so surprised. Ernest Martinez Jr., what's going on? He says that he gets so surprised talking to the young fighters up and coming. Vince Williams, what's going on? When he's in the gym or he's helping them out, he's giving them tips. He says he get Makai Pronesti, what's going on? He gets so surprised. Timothy Jenner, Green Hope Dunham, what's going on? When he talks about Floyd Mayweather to these young people, and they say Floyd Mayweather never had power. And he says he's to the point. Razor 5313. Will Latimer, what's going on? He said he got to the point now. He doesn't even correct them because he knows they just don't know. True Blue 45, the Zoomverse, what's going on? He said that it gotten to the point where they just don't know. and they don't do their research. And Kaylee Williams said, you ignored my super chat. No, I didn't. I had it up on the screen. You missed it. Go rewind it. Jake from the State Farm, what's going on? You said I missed your super chat, Kaylee Williams. Kaylin Williams. I didn't miss your super chat. I read your super chat and I shouted you out and I had it up on the screen. Go back and rewind it. Dominic Horton, what's going on? I didn't miss it. I had it up on the screen. Black Star Sports TV 2.0, what's going on? Akiro Amor, what's going on? Jordan Maverick, what's going on? You have to, y'all sometimes be behind me or in front of me. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything. You understand? So you gotta rewind it or go back and look, right? TB, what's going on? You gotta rewind it. Carlton Penn, what's going on? So King, what's going on? So Chris Algieri said, he said that it's been the narrative for so long that Floyd Mayweather don't have power that these young boxers today, they don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. Journeyman, what's going on? And it was D. Hodges, what's going on? And it was a light bulb to me. Adrian Pittman, what's going on, my great brother? Big Len 20, what's going on? And I said to myself, Nicholas Bowen, what's going on? I said to myself, man, Amazing Way, what's going on? That's just like with this situation, what I tell you guys with Deontay Wilder, Newark native, what's going on? Corey Russell, what's going on? Today's time, most boxers don't even know Floyd Mayweather was a knockout artist. They don't know that. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. Brother Ray, what's going on? They don't know, right? Why? Because for the second half of his career, the narrative has been he doesn't have power. Floyd Mayweather don't have no power. He's not exciting. He can't knock out nobody. They told everybody that so much. The quote-unquote mainstream media. They told you guys that so much, Slick P, Donald Favors, what's going on? That it became truth. Cali King, 619, what's going on? It became truth. That people actually say, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no power. It became truth. So, why? Because you saw the second half of his career, right? Where he was more precise. He was more disciplined with his approach. You understand? Right? Harry Lloyd, what's going on? He was more disciplined with his approach. Alfred Yashirawa, what's going on? That it became truth. Joey Horter, what's going on? He ain't got no power. He can't do this. He can't do that. Yeah, he can. He didn't have to. So, again, with Deontay Wilder, they tell you he can't box. Why? Because he don't have to. And he said it. Super Star Boogs, what's going on? Brothers Buck, what's going on? He said, Bruce Lee Wayne, what's going on? He said in the interview today, Paul Sutherland, what's going on? He said, I fell in love with my power so much. MZ Talks Boxing, what's going on? When I know how to precisely hit my opponent to knock him out, and I have this the equalizer, Kevin Faulkner, what's going on? Now I'm paraphrasing. I have the equalizer, Tone 40, what's going on? That it gets to a point where I didn't need to use all my tools, so I didn't display that. And so you listen to all of these other platforms tell you he can't box. Viability, Texas, what's going on? They tell you he can't box. So guess what? Jay Ketchel, what's going on? Now it became Tony TV, what's going on? Now it became truth. Oh, he can't box. Oh, Tyson Fury is more athletic. Really? Okay, let me ask you a question. Did y'all watch Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz? Did that look like a masterclass boxer to you? John O'Connor, what's going on? True Colors 1971, what's going on? Brothers Buck, what's going on? When you watch Tyson Fury, Otto Wallin, and Tom Schwartz, did he look like a masterclass boxer to you? Lawrence Harris, mean one, my brother in the super chat. He said, if it weren't for brittle hands, Money would have 15 more knockouts. This is a fact. But they don't even know that. Helene Future, what's going on? Showmo 12, what's going on? They don't even know that. You know why? Because, again, they fell into what became truth, that he don't have power. You remember, fight in, fight out. And he don't have no power. We just going to walk him down. Really? How many boxers you see walk Floyd Mayweather down? MP WTF, what's going on? Pull counter boxing, what's going on? Gene Clermont, what's going on? So, what Deontay Wilder did was, at times, he started making mistakes because he knew I only got to be perfect for 5 seconds. So it's a comfortability. Let me give you another example. Brett Favre. He's a Hall of Famer. Brett Favre threw interception after interception after interception. Was it because Brett Favre couldn't be accurate? Was it because Brett Favre didn't understand defense? Or was it because Brett Favre fell in love with the strength of his arm? Iron Eagle, what's going on? NBA Films, what's going on? Was it that Brett Favre, he couldn't thread the needle? Or was it because Brett Favre believed so much in his arm, he got to a point where he believed so much in his arm that he started trying to thread needles when it was deemed unnecessary? He had a wide open check down, and he started trying to thread needles because he had a super arm. Mike Wilson, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, Blue Blood, keep it real. Big up from Pennsylvania. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you 1,000%. Showing love, man. Right? Raider time, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute Blue in chat. Smash that like button. Yes, sir. DP Rocker, what's going on? So, again, was it that he couldn't do it? Goldie Boyley said he was always, no, he wasn't. He started to become that. Echelon TV was going on, Boxing Guru was going on, because he started to identify, oh, I could throw the ball 80 yards. Oh, I could throw the ball and fit it into these tight windows. Echelon TV was going on. Oh, I could throw the ball and I could beat the defender because my arm is so strong. He didn't just wake up, roll out the bed and say, I'm just going to start slinging it around. Mama Bear 90, what's going on? He didn't do that. No, it became a point. Makai Willis was going on. It came a point in time where he started to identify, oh, plays started happening. Things started happening that allowed him to say, oh, I could get the ball here before you can. Oh, I could get the ball here before you can. Oh, I could do the perfect example. Look at Deontay Wilder, his fight with Bermain Stavern, the first fight. Did he see? Let me ask y'all a question. There's two fights that people make no mention of. None. Zero. The first fight with Bermain Stavern, his first opportunity at a world title, did he knock out Bermain Stavern? No. He outboxed Bermain Stavern. Oh, but that's right. Bermain Stavern ain't good. He's not good, though. He beat Chris Arreola twice. And this is the same Chris Arreola at 40 years old went the distance with Andy Ruiz and gave Andy Ruiz all types of trouble. Right. And the same Andy Ruiz that dropped Anthony Joshua 4 times and stopped him in the 7th round. Right. See how that works? But they'll tell you he can't box. He outboxed Bermain Stavern. Then he outboxed Chris Arreola. He stopped Chris Arreola with what? Soldier Boy 911, what's going on? He stopped Chris Arreola with what? A right hand? Oh, that's right. A jab. He stopped Chris Arreola with a jab. Andy Ruiz went 12 rounds with Chris Arreola, and he was badly hurt a few times in the fight. Deontay Wilder stopped Chris Arreola with one arm and a jab, but I thought he can't box. When he needed to resort to boxing, he resorted to boxing. He stopped Chris Arreola with a jab, people. So when he needed to resort to boxing, he can resort to boxing. But they don't tell you that, though. Okay, let me give you another example. His knockouts came, what? He was just wailing punches and got knockouts? Or did he set the knockouts up? To get the knockouts that he got, he set them up. He set the knockout with Arthur Spilka up. He was going backwards with his back on the ropes. That's called boxing. But the end result was just his power and his right hand. So all you saw was the end result, and that's all you remember. But you don't remember how he got there. Uh-oh, y'all not hearing me. Y'all don't remember how he got there. Mario Carasquillo. He said can't do it with Fury. Wrong answer. He did it with Tyson Fury twice. When he knocked Tyson Fury down, Kaylin Williams, I'm going to have to address what you said, Queen. Going to have to address what you said. You said we have to be honest about the excuses that the LDBC has been making for Deontay Wilder. His lack of ability to deal with adversity and loss is embarrassing. Get better and redeem yourself, champ. No more talk. So I got to address that. I can't let that go. I'm going to have to address that. And blessings to you. I appreciate you for showing love. But I'm going to have to address what you said. Sci-Fi the guy, my brother, what's going on? See, this is what I'm saying. It's always an excuse when we want to have selective memory and dismiss the facts at hand. Because, again, we just choose not to address the facts at hand. But when it's everybody else, we'll address the overall landscape. But when it's our own, we want to dismiss certain things and just say, hey, man, just get up and dust yourself off and get back in there. It don't matter how you got down there. That's what we tend to do. Instead of us addressing what's at hand, right? We like to say, well, he made this up. He made that up. How could he make these things up? He didn't make up anything. Is this made up? King Key Pharrell, my brother, in the super chat. LDBC, all facts, all media is done, all lies. This is a fact. Is that made up? Help me understand. Is that made up? You can count all 4 fingers in the big part of his glove. Is that made up? Please tell me. Is that made up? Is that excuse? Or is it truth? Is that truth? Or is that just making them excuses? Truth or excuses? See, the thing is this, right? If you go into a car race, right, and it's supposed to be, you go into a car race. Imagine this: you go into NASCAR, right? You go into NASCAR, right? And when you go into NASCAR, all cars are supposed to be equal. All cars are supposed to be equal on the racetrack. Then you find out one of the cars had NOS and all types of extra stuff under the hood that wasn't supposed to be there. But you lost. So then you say, well, this dude had NOS under the hood and I was on the equal playing field. He wasn't. And then you say, well, you just lost. You just lost. So just stop making excuses and dust yourself off and get back into the next race. The next race, it won't be like that. Why? Why do we choose to just overlook what's at hand when you see it with your own eyes? You see these things with your own eyes. You saw in the first fight, the left glove bend at a 90-degree angle. You never saw that before. You saw the glove bend all the way back on a 90-degree angle, flapping all around like this. But that's okay. That's okay. Just dust yourself off and get back in the ring. Dub TK Fontaine said, you should allow people to respectfully disagree. What are you talking about? I'm asking you a question now. So you didn't see the glove? What is there to disagree with when you're looking at the glove? Is this to disagree? Does this look right, Dub K? Answer the question, yes or no. That looks like a regular glove to you? No, I ain't got to fix my hat, Irv Gang. My hat is good. So now, answer the question. That looks like a regular glove to you? So you telling me, Terrell Grace 04, what's going on? You saying I should let people respectfully disagree. Respectfully disagree? No, we deal with facts over feelings over here. We deal with facts over feelings. So now, if you're truthful, you tell me, does this look right? So it's okay if you say, well, that glove, now the glove look right. So I'm looking at a glove. So we got a 1,200 people here. So 1,200 people. So we have 1,200 people. So 1,199 people see this glove wrong. And you say, well, that glove look right. So we just supposed to say, well, That's just his opinion. What do you mean? I'm supposed to let people just let people have their opinion? No, you can respectfully have your opinion, but when it's facts, we're going to deal with facts. When it's facts, we're going to deal with facts. You can see all 4-finger handprints. You going to tell me you can't see that? So, Dub K. Fontaine, you said, who said it looks right? So then who am I supposed to let them respectfully disagree? Go ahead and tell us. They said the excuses he made up, right, was unwarranted. So I said the excuses wasn't unwarranted. It was truth. You can see the glove. That's enough in itself. The one glove. Never mind everything else he said. Just the glove I showed you in itself should be enough for you to say there's something was wrong. That in itself should be enough cause for pause for you to say, man, that something wasn't right. So this is what y'all do. You see the glove, but you focus on the water. Oh, well, he said the water was this. What about the glove? You see the glove. That should be enough for cause for pause. But you dismiss that because you can see it with physical evidence. So then when I tell you that, then you say, well, the water thing, though, what difference does it make? One advantage is one advantage too many. Period. One advantage is one advantage too many because you're not supposed to have any. You're not supposed to have any. So one advantage is too many. So don't tell me about Slim Jim 314. What's going on? Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Don't tell me about the water. Oh, well, he said the water. He said the suit. No, now what you're doing is deflecting, right? One advantage is too many. Period. So if you have one thing going wrong, then why can't you suspect anything else going wrong? Answer that question. If I can show you one thing is wrong, then why do you give him a pass for everything else? Why don't you believe that there's a possibility that Deontay Wilder has truth with the other things he was saying if I can physically show you one thing that don't look right? Somebody help me understand. If I can show you one thing that's not right, right? Well, then what makes you, so why do you say, well, but everything else was right? What, I don't understand that. And so here's the thing. He addressed Jay Diaz as well when it came to the glove. He answered all the questions that you want answered, but y'all gonna gloss over it. He said Jay Diaz was inexperienced when it comes to inspecting the gloves, so he had to make a change when it came to that department. So he admitted that, and he told you there was a mistake, a mishap, because Jay Diaz was inexperienced on that part. What more do you want him to say? He just told you he made a mistake. Just told you that. He just said, well, Jay Diaz was inexperienced in that department. I shouldn't have had him doing that. Okay. Percy Moore, my brother in the super chat. He said these casuals don't know anything about boxing. Instead of doing the due diligence and research for themselves, they rely on mainstream media. Yeah, well, quote unquote mainstream media. Marion Tobias, you mad? What am I mad for? What are you talking about? Iron Eagle, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, my people can't even feel their own people sad, just sad. That's why we can't never get ahead. Cook them, Blue. Yeah. We can't make this up, man. Just can't. We got 1,200 people here. We should have 1,200 likes. We have 1,200 people here. We should have 1,200 likes. Bobo, what's going on? So that's what y'all wanted to hear. Oh, why did he let Jay Diaz check the gloves? Well, he told you he was inexperienced in that department and he shouldn't have let it happen. So he's making a change. There you go, your answer. Tay Brown, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? 11520 in the building. Yes, sir. And the 11550. So he just gave you your answer. I made a mistake. I thought, hey, it happens. Miguel Cotto's team missed the situation with Antonio Margarito. Shane Mosley's team didn't. Does that mean that Margarito didn't do the same thing against Cotto that he did against Shane Mosley because his team didn't catch it? It happens. Guess what? We know the situation with when it comes to Panama Lewis, right? Guess what? They caught the glove situation when? After the fight, after everything was already over. It was too late then. When Luis Resto and Panama Lewis and that situation took place, they didn't understand, they didn't catch it until the fight was over. Everything was already done at that point. Does that mean it didn't happen? Well, his team should have caught it. And, well, this and it. DOG 215, my brother in the super chat. He said Dave Fury befriend you so your guards are down. Yep. Exactly. Salute to my brother DOG 215 in the building in super chat. Prezidentjafar, my brother in super chat. These are the same people that blame Wilder for povetkin pop. Yeah, exactly. See, so here's the thing. Geo James Khalil 98, what's going on? Romeo Malone, what's going on? Gary McGee, what's going on? So so here's the thing, right? It doesn't mean it didn't take place because somebody didn't catch it. Okay, so J. Diaz didn't catch it. Does that mean it didn't happen? Or you saying, well, it's Deontay Wilder fault because J. Diaz should have caught it. So you're saying it's Deontay Wilder fault for J. Diaz not catching something that shouldn't be taking place. Damian Hennix, what's going on? I just want y'all to understand what you're saying. Mark Poole, what's going on? I want you to understand what you're saying. Poppy Chulo, what's going on? The actual fight is July 24th. So listen to this, right? Sean Morrison, what's going on? The issue, Deontay Wilder is stiff. You never saw him stiff, ever. Never. What fight are you watching? Cedric Jones, what's going on? What fight did you watch where you saw Deontay Wilder stiff? You saw Anthony Joshua stiff. You never watched a fight where Deontay Wilder is stiff in the ring. Never. Since Murray, my brother in the super chat, he said Fury has a history of misentertaining me himself. Exactly. And so my thing is this, right? Asen Murray. Here's the thing, right? Tyson Fury, we know, had the situation in the UK with the Vladimir Klitschko fight. We just dismissed that. We know that Tyson Fury had the situation in with the glove right before the fight started, where he had the webbing on the glove was cut, and the referee had to make him change the gloves in the ring. We dismissed that. We saw the glove bending all types of, looked like a flapping, looked like a flipper, just flapping all over the place. We just dismissed that as well. You didn't see that. Well, the glove was flapping around, but Deontay Wilder should have saw it. Huh? So you witnessed the glove flapping around. But he couldn't have did it if Deontay Wilder didn't see it. So it's on Deontay Wilder. Man. Boxing Hero, my brother in Super Chat, we have a video of the glove. I'm in the military. We all looked at it, the images, and 9 out of 10 people saw something was wrong. Why is it always one? It always has to be one. Because they simply don't favor Deontay Wilder, Boxing Hero. Point blank and period. There's no way you could look at that and say, hey man, this is normal. There's no way. There's no way. No way you can look at that and say, oh, well, that's normal. No way. Last Soul 1906, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, it amazes me how many Fury lurk around your every post. It makes no sense. That's like folks hanging out at a live and complaining. Who are these strangers? Who are these strange people? Man, I don't know, bro. I always say, Dennis Smith, my brother, what's going on? I always say this, right? There's a trillion channels out here talking about boxing. And they're going to go total. If I say go left, they're going to say go right. If I say go north, they're going to say go south. If I say go east, they're going to say go west. Why not go watch them? Because clearly you understand Clearly, you understand. You know there's a difference. Master Eden, brother in the super chat, dropping that 3/4 of a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Keep spitting those facts for everybody else. Smash the like button. Yeah, man, we got 1,300 people, man. We should have 1,300 likes. The official Kenny Ray Powell. What's going on, great brother? Shifting gears, what's going on? Brian Elwood, what's going on? My brother Master Eden in the super chat. T Real 713, brother in the super chat, dropping that. Duh! On your boy Blue in the super chat. Hey, Blue, it's the MLB fought my Astros cheated. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, great brother. He says the MLB's fault, the Astros cheated. Right. Right. Now, how? Thank you, T-Rail 713. Now, how does that work? How does that work? We're going to say, well, you know what? It's the MLB. They should have caught it. Imagine that. Well, MLB is not. It's not the Astros. Man, what's going on? It's not the Astros. It's the MLB. Huh? Man, we should have 1.2K. We got 1,300 people here. I know we got 1,400 people 400 people moonlighting. We got 1,300 people in the building. Thomas Moreland, what's going on? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. Don't just moonlight, participate. I am Lori Baby. Peace and blessings, Queen, in the super chat, dropping that halfer. Dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Hey, Blue from Philly. How can you call yourself a boxing fan but don't know what boxing gloves supposed to look like? Wilder gonna get his belt back. Watch. Fury had to win. This is a fact. And I'm Lori Baby. She from Philly, so you know Philly, like my brother Kurt said, they got over 40 world champions, the most world champions in any state or any city in the history of the sport of boxing. Philadelphia. Monopoly Inc. Music, what's going on? Peace and blessings to the Queen. I am Lori Baby. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Always coming through, starting up and showing your boy Blue love. Or queening up. I said starting up. Always coming through and queening up and showing your boy Blue love. Jafari Caesar, my brother in the super chat, funny YouTube Paulie Malinagi's KOs he had. Right. Exactly, great brother. GJ414, what's going on? So here's the thing. Tyson Fury has a total of 4 knockouts his entire career. Miraculously, he gets all his punching power, and nobody questions why. When Deontay Wilder says, hey, man, something wasn't right, you don't even think to say, let me look into that. Huh? He has a total of 4 knockouts his entire career, and you don't even think to say, where did this power come from? Allegedly. 44 world champions. That's amazing. Larry B, my brother in super chat, Blue, if Fury had nothing to hide, why did they cut the video feed in the dressing room? Right. Right. I mean, like, listen, all of these things, nothing tells you, hey, man, something wasn't right here. All of these things, they threw a towel over the camera. Then they ripped the camera down. Right? Nobody asks him about Martin Carefoot. Why not? All these interviews, nobody says, hey, champ, the gloves didn't look right, man. What was wrong with the gloves? And let him explain. Why not? No, everybody says is, hey, did you see what they say about the gloves? Instead of asking him a picture, because you can show the picture of the gloves to anybody, and you can see it doesn't look right. So instead of asking him, hey, champ, what was going on with the gloves? Why was it doing this? What kind of gloves is it? No, we just gloss over it. But they'll get right to the point, right and direct when it comes to Deontay Wilder. And they'll say, why did you say the water? Why did you say the suit? Why did you say the... They get right to the point when it comes to Deontay Wilder. But when it comes to Tyson Fury, how come nobody gets right to the point and says, hey, champ, this glove don't look right in neither fight? In both fights, it's flapping around. It looks a little questionable. Can you explain that? Why nobody says that? No, what they rather do is push it off and say, hey, champ, so what do you think about what everybody's saying about the gloves? Huh? So you give him the opportunity to say, I don't pay that no attention. And then that question goes by the wayside. But when it's Deontay Wilder, you get right directly to the point. No hesitation. Or why did you say the suit was this heavy? You understand? You understand where I'm coming from? My brother Chris in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Appreciate you 1,000%. You understand? They get right and direct. When it comes to Deontay Wilder, they go right to the horses. They don't wait. Hey, Chim, you said the suit. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you said the suit was too heavy, or you said the water situation, or you said the glove. There's no. It's cut and dry when it comes to asking him questions. Why isn't it cut and dry? How come not one person asked Tyson Fury about Martin Carefoot? Not one person. Why? David Stewart, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Much love to you, David Stewart. Appreciate you, great brother. Much love to you. Salute to my brother David Stewart in the super chat. My brother Carolina Ryder in the building, studding up, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says salute. Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you. Juan Jr. Boxer, what's going on? Specific volume, brother in super chat. Salute, Blue. Do you hear Tommy Fury? He wants to fight Marsellus Wilder on Deontay's undercard in the trilogy. Yeah, I heard that. He said he wanted to make it a family affair, so on and so forth. Why not? It'll sell. Klotz, what's going on? It'll sell. Specific volume. It'll sell. The storyline. But I think Deontay Wilder just want to solely not make it a family affair. He just want to focus on this. On this. He don't want nothing else going on but him and Tyson Fury. That's all he want going on. Him and Tyson Fury. You know, not his brother fighting, because then that'll be, you know, people start talking about that. Hey, so your brother's fighting, you know, that'll be a distraction. Dub J Luckett, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Wilder, he said Wilder dislikers all say Fury's glove bent like that because they are horsehair gloves. Straight BS. Right. Gloves that should not even be used. Shouldn't be used. JC, Jonathan 97, what's going on? Shouldn't even be used. Soldier Boy 911, my brother in super chat. Salute from Philly, my good brother Blue. Fighting is in our blood up here, bro. It's hashtag facts over feelings over here, big homie. Yes, sir. I already know. I got to come to Philly, take a ride with my brothers out there to Philly. I'm going to come out to Philly, man. My brother, the Cali Enigma in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, the Cali Enigma. Nino Brown, what's going on? We should have 1,300 likes, and I'm almost certain we don't. We should have 1,300 likes, and I'm certain we don't. How could that be? Get the likes to 1.3K. So, Coach D, what's going on? Kevin Faulkner, what's going on? Justin White, what's going on? So, like I said, right? They have told you for so long, for so very long, that he just can't do it. I'm so hood 9,000. What's going on? You said Wilder better win. Why? Why does he better win? Why? Lawrence RBE, my brother in the super chat. My biggest issue is J Diaz. How do you call yourself a head trainer and not know how to check gloves? Regardless, I like the change champ with the KO. You know what it is, Lawrence RBE? It's loyalty. Peter Chichilla, what's going on? It's loyalty. See, Deontay Wilder's he's a loyal person. So because he is, right, this is what happens. What happens is, right, I'm sure he sensed that maybe I need to start upgrading. Maybe I need to start bringing in more people that's more experienced. But his loyalty don't let him do it. Right? His loyalty says, man, I got to stick with the people that got me here. And that's what we ask for. I'm so hard 9,000 say because he's talking a lot. Well, what about Tyson Fury, though? DOG 215, my brother in the super chat. Tommy Fury, payday. You want payday. We know that. That's a fact. So my thing is this, right? Now let's think about this. Roy Jones was talked a lot, and he would get knocked out. Right? Remember Antonio Tarver? Got any excuses tonight, Roy? Why do you think he said that? Prime Minister, my brother in the super chat. He said, Blue, it is. Oh, man. Something in my eye. He said, Blue, is it possible that the powers that be are a part of that as they seem to have selective vision? Oh, yeah, for sure. We know why they have selective vision. We know why. J Kicks 2324. What's going on? P Minister, we already know why. Let me ask y'all a question. If this was Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz, right? Did you see the UK media calling for Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder undisputed? That's going to take place not even in the US, but in Saudi Arabia or Dubai or Abu Dhabi or wherever. Do you think, just ask yourself that question. Do you think United Kingdom media, UK media, right? Especially the biggest platforms, BT, Sky Sports, right? Do you think, or did you see any videos or any interviews of them saying Anthony Joshua needs to just step aside and allow Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder fight? He was dropped 4 times and stopped in the 7th round. Deontay Wilder was dropped twice and stopped in the 7th round. So what's the difference? I didn't see nobody saying Anthony Joshua can't box. I didn't see nobody saying Anthony Joshua was done. I didn't see any of that. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see United Kingdom media saying Anthony Joshua's done? We just want to see Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. Did you see that? The SS family, what's going on? Did you see that? Do you believe you would have seen it? Do you believe you would have seen that? Tavion Paris, my brother in Super Chat. Blue, did you see what Jamel Charlo said during Wilder's live? He said, doesn't matter in boxing, skills do. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But we know what it is. Come on. How could that be? We the only ones that say that. Tavion Paris. Does anybody else say that? Huh? We the only ones that. Why would you say such a thing? I don't get that. We the only ones that would say such a thing. How could it not matter when the 2 biggest holidays in boxing is Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day weekend in boxing? How could it not matter when Ukrainian fighters such as Lomachenko, Gennady, not Gennady Golovkin, Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk, don't they come in with their flags and everything? Huh? How can it not matter? Fly High 89 says I skipped the super chat. Antonio Holmes. Fly High 89, I didn't get it, great brother. Leaf Grahamson, brother in the super chat. He said Deontay Wilder's training looked to go to the body this time. Great move. I agree. See, the thing is, everybody's going to be surprised when he boxes because they told you he can't box. So when he do box, what are they going to tell you? Because they've been telling you for so long he can't box. Fly High 89, I apologize, great brother, because I don't see it. Antonio Holmes, brother in super chat. Salute. You missed my super chat, Blue. Oh man, I apologize, great brother. I apologize. Just put what you said in the chat. I apologize, Antonio Holmes. The Cali Enigma, my brother, the Cali Enigma. Go subscribe to my brother, the Cali Enigma. Cali dropped the link. He in the super chat. American media, black American fighters. Unfortunately, a lot of black American fighters do because they want validation from others, but are vilified. Yeah. I don't get it. How come we always say that? How can it not? Let me ask you a question. You ever see Manny Pacquiao wearing trunks? Red, black, and gold? Red, black, and green? You ever see Manny Pacquiao wearing red, black, and green trunks? Have anybody seen that? I'm just asking the question. Have you ever seen Oleksiejczyn Usyk wearing American trunks? You ever seen Vasyl Lomachenko wearing American trunks? Have you ever saw that? Have you? Kenny, brother in Super Chat. Another Philly boy here repping. Can't wait for the 24th. Salute, Blue. Salute to you, Kenny. Much love to you, great brother in the Super Chat. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that? I'm just asking a question. Larry B, my brother in the Super Chat. Wilder talks. They say he talks too much. And if he's quiet, they claim he's the... Yep. The brother is in a no-win situation. Facts. Farm Bear, what's going on? Septile peptile, right. That's what Floyd Mayweather wore, right? That's why I'm asking the question. Why would he do such a thing? Now, we know he was doing it to poke at the fans, right? But I'm asking the question. Did you ever see Manny Pacquiao do it? Bomani UFG, what's going on? Have you ever seen that? Mark Stearns, what's going on? Have you ever? Gavin Washington, what's going on? Did you ever see Julio Cesar Chavez or any of the greats, Canelo Alvarez, garnering red, black, and green? Just American trunks? Now, Oscar De La Hoya, right? Declan Scott. Okay. Declan Scott. So why do you watch? Don't time nobody out. Don't block nobody. Don't do none of that. Please. Beyond Above Media. What's going on? I want y'all... Please let them. I don't want nobody timed out, nobody blocked, nothing. Let them go, please. Native Black Faculty, what's going on? So, great brother said, all I do is rep for Deontay Wilder, and he's not a good boxer. So, for you to know that means that you watch more than once. And if you watch more than once, why would you watch repeatedly? If that's the feel you get, then why do you continue to watch? What am I, the only thing on in prime time? Larry B, brother in Super Chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Am I the only person on in prime time? Mark Stearns, what's going on? Soldier Boy 911, my brother in Super Chat. Yo, Blue, I know I called for your Nets and my Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals, but Embiid's injury may throw a wrench in my hopes. I think he'll be good. So I don't understand. Renee Bashian, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother, Renee Bashian. Brian Elridge, what's going on? So I don't get that. I don't get it at all. Fun Boston, what's going on? I don't get it. Terry Smoot Jr., my brother, what's going on? Coach D, what's going on? How does that work? Hey, Soldier Boy 911, if the Sixers and the Nets play in the Eastern Conference Finals, let's go to a game. Let's do a home and home. Let's do a game in Brooklyn and a game in Philly. What you think about that? I'll come to Philly for a game, and you come to Brooklyn for a game. Darryl D. Henderson. I have to. Alfred Yashirala, what's going on? Conscious Rebel, what's going on? Because let me tell you why I have to address it. Because, see, these are the things and the narratives that run so much, not just with me, but just in boxing in general, that it just created a misconception. Gary was here. What's going on? John Roberts, what's going on? Let's make it happen, great brother. Inbox me on Instagram. Main Boxing Biker said, you in? Okay, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make that happen. So, Porto African, what's going on? So yeah, inbox me. Inbox me on Instagram. Both of y'all inbox me on Instagram. Let's make it happen. I mean, we got big series in front of us, but let's make it happen. That series come to fruition. Let's make it happen. Stormy B Man, my brother, go subscribe to my brother Stormy B Man. So now smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1.4K. 1.4K. Madison Griffin, what's going on? So now let's look at it from this standpoint. Tammy Fletcher, what's going on? Let's look at it from this standpoint. Heavy Betters Entertainment, what's going on? Texas Hot Cider, what's going on? So now let's look at it from this standpoint, right? You never see this, ever. So how could it not be that? How can it not? When you go to a fight, get this. They say that's not the case, right? P. Diz, what's going on? But then, what's one of the biggest things talked about in boxing? Jay Horseman, what's going on, Jay? Shamar Rasham Shalom, what's going on? Macadosha Macadosha South, what's going on? What's one of the biggest things talked about in boxing? Oh, this guy's not fighting Mexican style. This guy fights Mexican style. Huh? How could that be a thing if it's not a thing? Jamarian Allen, what's going on? Ray Garcia, what's going on? Oh, I love Vegas, my favorite place. How could that be a thing if it's not a thing? How could there be, oh, there's Mexican style or there's the Eastern European style, right? How could that be a style if it's not such a thing? Roy Babineau, Jamarian Allen, what's going on? Derek Jr., what's going on? I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. Solo Productions, my brother in the super chat. Blue, when does Jalil Hackett make his pro debut? On Floyd Mayweather undercard. On Sunday. Scott, what's going on? Joe Fontaine, what's going on? Eric Holt, what's going on? On Sunday, he make his debut. So how could it not be a thing when it's a thing? So we say, oh, well, this fighter fights like Mexican fighters. Scott, what's going on? James Silver, what's going on? Major of Deals, what's going on? Doles, what's going on? So then it's a thing. We know that. How come we are the only ones that want to excuse it? Ever wonder why about that? You have all Mexican boxers, plus size goddess, peace and blessings, Queen. Swift Sloan, what's going on? All Mexican boxers are very, very proud to represent their Mexican fan base, their culture, and their people. So how could it not be a thing? Canelo Alvarez said, I don't even want to box another Mexican boxer because it goes against. So how could it not be a thing? What are we saying here? Jonathan Rain, what's going on? Only we want to dismiss it. Why? Why? I'm just confused. King Mall 92, what's going on? But whenever it's dismissed, it's us that's dismissing. Amazing. Amazing. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Eddie Sutton, what's going on? Because we want the other boxing fans to validate us. That's why. Solomon Reddick, what's going on? Kelvin Faulkner, my brother in super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, great commentary as usual. These dudes aren't random. Many are on the clock. Minimum wage guys paid to disrupt. They don't even know boxing. This is a fact. No, they know boxing. They know boxing very well. Timeless backdrops. What's going on? Unknown. What's going on? Tone Bangs. What's going on? Unknown said, yes, sir, I will have to disagree. Disagree with what? What do you disagree with? You can't disagree with facts. Speedy Chris, what's going on? So what is Swift Sloan, what's going on? What do you disagree with? Go ahead, tell us what you disagree with. Salute to my brother Ahmad is Ahmad, always holding me down, man. So the great brother said he disagreed. What do you disagree with? Go ahead and tell us. Brown on boxing, what's going on? Do you know the history of the sport of boxing? Oh, okay. You wasn't even talking to me. I stand corrected. Mr. T King, Texas, brother in super chat. Much love. He says salute to you, great brother. He wasn't even talking to me. See, that's what happened. Rampage Jackson, what's going on? Jay Walt, what's going on? I get on y'all for doing it, and I do it all the time. Joshua Quintrell, what's going on? That's why I don't have a problem standing corrected. I just did it to the great brother, and he ain't even talking to me. Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? I stand corrected, great brother. I apologize. OG Sean and Don, what's going on? I stand corrected. He wasn't even talking to me. So, Benjamin Harrington, what's going on? So, here we know the history of the sport of boxing. It was built on that. So, how could it not be about that? Star London, what's going on? That's what it was built on. What do you mean? The sport of boxing was built on that. Do you know what Jack Johnson had to do so you could be performing today? Do you know what Muhammad Ali had to go through? Do you know what Joe Louis had to go through? Do you know what these fighters had to go through in yesteryear so that you could be able to perform freely today's time? Chua Coronado, what's going on? Do you know what they had to go through yesteryear so you could be able to perform today's time? And you talking about it don't exist? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Andre Jefferson, what's going on? Great brother in super chat. Salute, King. Wilder going to be on one. Hashtag bombs. Yes, sir. It amazes me, man. And it's not even the fans. When boxers say this and you participating in the sport, that they open the door for you to participate in. Barry Wilson, 007, what's going on? Destin T, what's going on? They open the door for you to participate. That's imagine a baseball player saying it don't exist in baseball. It never existed. It don't exist and it never existed. Imagine a baseball player saying that. So what are you saying about Jackie Robinson then? Keon Cobb, what's going on? TB Rice, Edgar, what's going on? Imagine that. Opening LD, what's going on? Live Graham Hammerson. I hope I keep saying your name right, great brother in the super chat. Tyson Fury style is not explosive or crowd pleasing. A fighter would be criticized for that, like Chris Bird and Floyd Mayweather were. Exactly. No power, but miraculously has power. Nobody wonders where he get it from. Nobody. It's easier to just say, "Oh man, Deontay Wilder making excuses." Isn't that amazing? Anthony Williams, what's going on? Isn't that amazing? It don't exist in the sport. Really? Trillion of Judah, what's going on? It's just about skills? Really? That's what it's all about? Boss Red 357, my brother in the super chat. He said, yeah, bro, Charles' recent comments in defense of Canelo has made me look at him side-eyed. Yeah, I saw that as well. It amazes me, right? Because people will respond to me. Miss Put Together, what's going on? Peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? They'll respond to me, but then Emmett Gray, what's going on? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. B Dog, what's going on? T Real 713, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I wonder if Mel gonna keep that same energy when they don't care about him being undisputed. I don't know. I don't know, great brother. Ron Robinson, what's going on? I don't know. Kelly Smith, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Paul Evans, what's going on? Paul Evans. Okay, my great brother Paul Evans. He said, "Can I ask Can I ask politely? This supposed dent in Wilder's head. Where was it at the end of the fight? In the interview, in the ring, in the fight, it had miraculously disappeared. Just saying. Well, it was there, but if you wasn't looking for it, then you wouldn't see it. So you could see it when the referee stopped. When the referee is stopping the fight, go look at when the referee is stopping the fight. You can clearly see it. It's not Photoshop. Just Google referee stopping the fight, Deontay Wilder fight. Go to one of the pictures, the images, enlarge it with your finger, and look at the picture. Not Photoshop. You want me to do it right here and show you? William Old School on that. My brother in Super Chat. Salute Blue. Seems like telling the truth is going these days. Shaking my head. Yeah. Let me show you. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.5. Said don't Google it. Don't Google it. Believe it in what you see. Yeah. Sorry, my peopleizations. I don't know what just happened. My brother M-Rec TV in the building. Go subscribe to my brother M-Rec TV. What's good with you, Rec? Talib Williams, what's going on? Talib Cunningham, what's going on, great brother? Hey, Rec, drop the link in the chat so people can subscribe to your music and your channel, great brother, if they already aren't subscribed. My brother M-Rec TV, man. My brother right there. Go subscribe to my brother M-Rec TV, man. Well, I can show you this, right? You just go to images, just so you can see, right? There go all the images right there. So you can see it's no Photoshop, right? There's nothing Photoshop. You see all the images. Right? And if you go to any picture, see that picture? Just went to the picture. Any picture. Hey, McKinney, what's going on? I just went to any picture. I'm going to enlarge it for you. You enlarge it. You can see it right there. Right there. You can see it right there. See? Right there. All I did was enlarge it. Any picture, enlarge it. That's it. There you have it. Autocomplete LLC, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I'll never understand it. My big brother Blue, you still have ninjas buying Yeezys after which the shoe is named. Say, yeah, was a choice. It's wild out here. All of us can't be. Yeah, you're right. Autocomplete LLC. You're right, great brother. Jacob. Huh? Yes, Blue, I've seen that, but please also check the interview immediately after the. It depends what side are you looking at in the interview. I just showed you the pictures, great brother. Didn't disappear. You know, you gotta look for it in the interview. In the interview, he's talking, so he's moving around, he's talking, and you may not pay it any attention. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Jonathan Hill, what's going on? Jeremy Cash, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.5. So now, Lyrical Mastermind, what's going on? So that explains that. I don't know why people say what they say, do what they do. I don't know. I can't explain it. Right? But I know the history of the sport of boxing, and everybody should know the history of the sport of boxing. And I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. LV Slugger, brother in the super chat, heard is about to end that Jamel hype real soon. LV Slugger is a strong believer in Swift Jarrett Hurd. Jose Villanueva, what's going on? My brother LV Slugger is a strong believer in Swift Jarrett. And Jarrett Hurd is one of the coolest dudes in boxing, man. Sean Spiro, what's going on? Salute to Swift Jarrett Hurd, man. One of the coolest dudes in boxing. I love Swift Jarrett Hurd, man. Stan Swish, what's going on? So again, you see Deontay Wilder hitting the pads, right? And now I'm seeing different sources, right? Now miraculously, because they feel Corey Little, what's going on? They feel like it might be a shift in this trilogy match. And now I'm seeing people posting Deontay Wilder looks good in sparring. I mean, hitting the pads and training. And I'm like, oh, really? Cornelius Weatherford, what's going on? T-Real 713, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, laughing out loud, nah, he tripping, but he will wash Hurd at LV Slugger. Salute to my brother T-Real 713. Nitty G, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not going to take any. Jamel Charles, top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world. Just is what it is. Bam through, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Jamel Charles, one of the top 5 pound for, if not top 3 pound for pound best fighters in the world, and he gonna get it done July 17th against Brian Castano. Believe that. Memphis, Tennessee in the building. What's going on? Jay Walk, what's going on? One hitter quitter, what's going on? Huge fights coming up. Daryl Miller, what's going on? Oh, out there in the UK, salute to the UK, man. LSAK Tags, what's going on, great brother? So, yeah, man. So, you know, they told you for so long that Deontay Wilder. So he answered all questions, right? He said JD isn't experienced in checking gloves. What more do you want him to say? So he made an upgrade in that position, right? He also said he fell in love with his power and wasn't using his boxing ability as much as he should. Isn't that what you wanted to hear? Isn't that what everybody says? Peace be free. What's going on? He can't box. All he does is look for one punch. Oh, J. Diaz should have known what was taking place. Well, he addressed it. Alabama Nation, what's going on? LV Slugger, my brother, back in the super chat. Hurd didn't need 2 fights to stop Harrison. Hashtag facts. But Tony Harrison was winning that fight, though, great brother. He fatigued, but he was winning that fight. Similar to the second fight with Jamel Charlo. Tony Harrison is a very, very good boxer. Ryan Pompey, what's going on? A very, very good boxer, man. And he don't get enough credit because he fatigued out a couple of times and it cost him some fights. I mean, that's on him still, but the truth is the truth. He was winning those fights, man. Tony Harrison, one of the best pure boxers in boxing. Now I know we're gonna look at his last fight and say, man, you seen the way. Okay. right? Because if I say the sky is blue, you're gonna say it's light blue. Bam through, brother, in the super chat one more time. He said, shout out, Blue Blood. Wilder is coming for me. This is a fact. That's what he said. Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in the super chat. He said Wilder should bring Nassim with him just to make sure. Hey, great brother. Brother Nassim transition. Brooklyn Kennedy. Major, what's going on? Brother Nassim Richardson, a great late. He transitioned, great brother. Lyrical Mastermind. Yes, I do. Me and my brother Emmanuel H. and Kurt Anderson. We're going to be doing a boxing channel. We're going to be doing, what's that boxing channel? Basketball channel. We'll have that up and going soon, too. Smash that like button, people. Trouble 1980, what's going on? Jason Ladd, what's going on? Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know. Fight Kings, brother in the super chat. Wilder looking better and slicker every day. Head and feet is also laser focused and determined. People love to have something that, yeah, and it's my thing, right? Yeah, football, I don't, you know. Hey, man, go ahead, great brother. First, I don't even like the name you got. Don't even like the name you displayed. Brandon Woods, my brother, what's going on? B. Swindle, what's going on? Yeah. Oh, man. Sherman Callahan, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Much love to my brother Sherman Callahan, man. Broken Kennedy, my brother, back in the super chat. He said, may he, and we need him there in spirit. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Niners, baby. So here's the thing. See, the thing I'm impressed with, Amari Antique, what's going on? The David Real the Times, what's going on? The thing I'm most impressed with Deontay Wilder is the fact that he understood. See, that is key. Is that he's not saying, see, people are they're misunderstanding. They're missing the point. See, when he said, they say, oh, he's just making up excuses and he doing this. He's also saying to equalize what's going on. He's also saying, I know my shortcomings. I know what I did wrong. And that's what people are missing. They're not paying attention to that. The fact that he said, you know, I shouldn't have had JD as checking the gloves because he's not experienced in that area. Okay. I shouldn't have just sit back and rely on my power. He said it's my fault. I got comfortable with it, you know, and now I got to use the tools in my toolbox. PJ Colazzo, what's going on? If he's telling you these things, Ambitious Boxing, what's going on? If he's telling you these things, isn't that an indicator that he's not overlooking Tyson Fury? That he's not saying, well, it was because of this I lost and it was because of this I lost. No, that's not what he's saying. He's looking in the mirror first before he say, wow, I lost because of this, because of me. Jerry Slaughter, what's going on? I lost because of me. Gilbert Munguia Jr., what's going on? Texas in the building. Ex-keeper and Remanifest think tank of Esther Tariq. What's going on, great brother? Wilder got with him in the trilogy. Hashtag dog side. Yes, sir. Salute to you, great brother. Ex-Zeeper. Zeeper. Romeo Malone, what's going on? Lala D, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Bam through, brother, back in the super chat. What do you think about Honey's last fight? Who's Honey? Who's that? Leland Lynch, what's going on? Mr. Blackman, what's going on? Who's that, great brother? I don't know who that is. You got to tell me who he is. Tell me who that is, great brother. Mrs. Put Together. Salute, Queen. Oh, Haney. Oh, sorry, great brother. Sorry. Okay, Haney. Okay. So I thought it was a great performance on the part of Devin Haney. I thought it was a great boxing performance. I thought he made a mistake. He got too comfortable. He outboxed him for the first 10 rounds. Last 5 seconds of the 10th round, he got comfortable slipping punches, left his hands down, got caught with the right hand, got buzzed. Last 2 rounds, he did what he's supposed to do, secure the victory. I was highly impressed. Most people are not going to be that impressed. LS, aka Tags, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Just supporting the channel, Blue Bud. Salute to my brother Ellis, aka Tags, my great brother, man. How you feeling? Just check in with me every now and then, great brother, and let me know you good, man. Adewale M, what's going on? DJ Chris Cruz, brother in the super chat. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Mr. G, what's going on? Mr. G19 in the building. Bearded one, what's going on? Jameson Childress, brother in the super chat, sending love from Atlanta, Blue. If you're going to the Tank Barrios fight, would like to break bread with your great brother. Oh, June 26th in the A. I might be there. The real Rick Rob, Winter Soldier, Black Samurai, what's going on? I might be there. Max Montañez, what's going on? Robert Rich, what's going on? Top Boxing, what's going on? I'll let you know, Jameson Childress. Inbox me on Instagram, great brother. I'll let you know. I was impressed by Devin Haney. Everybody's focusing on, man, he got buzzed. Because I'm going to tell you, they didn't fancy him from the beginning. So everybody, man, he got buzzed. His chin is weak, and man, come on, man. Come on, man. He did what you asked him to do, stand in the pocket. Still standing in the pocket, fighting Jorge Linares' fight for 10 straight rounds, getting hit with punches, eating them. One punch he don't see, clips him and buzz him. Now all of a sudden he can't box. Deontay Mosley, what's going on? Nate Morrell, what's going on? Albert Harper, what's going on? Benjamin Juan, Denver Boxing, what's going on? I don't understand. Roll Money, what's going on? Now all of a sudden he can't box. He can't box now. He ain't got no chin now. Man, come on, man. You know how many fighters got buzzed in their careers? You know how many fighters got buzzed in their careers? Floyd Mayweather is arguably the greatest defensive fighter in the history of sport of boxing. You know how many times he was buzzed in fights? You know how many times he was buzzed in fights? Pernell Whitaker, another great boxer. You know how many times he was buzzed and dropped in fights? You think he can't? You think Pernell Whitaker ain't got no chin? You think he can't box? You think he's not good? You don't think Pernell Whitaker is a good fighter? LaJessica Burton, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? You know how many times Pernell Whitaker was dropped in fights? How many times he was buzzed? Elbow, exactly. So he's not good, Pernell Whitaker? Come on. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather, like I said. And Floyd Mayweather, most of the time he got buzzed, wasn't even by the best opposition. It's part of the game, man. It's boxing. Especially if he's standing in the pocket like you asking him to. Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother, is back in the super chat. Haney got buzzed, but Ryan got dropped by Luke. Right. And the same guy that buzzed, Devin Haney didn't hit the deck. Jorge Linares was the first one to make Vasyl Lomachenko hit the deck. Ryan Garcia got dropped by a guy that's never been a world champion. Devin Haney got buzzed by a guy that's a 3-division world champion. Let it sink in. Just let it sink in. Floyd versus Emmanuel Augustus. Floyd versus Marcos Maidana. Floyd versus Zab Judah. Floyd versus DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Floyd versus Sugar Shane Mosley. Like, what are we talking about here? I never heard nobody say Floyd is chinny. E2G Performance, brother in the super chat, I was very impressed. He's not going to fight in the inside with Lopez, and he's going to do an easy 12-round sweep for Undisputed. Going to make Lopez look amateur. Yeah, and then they're going to say, all he did was run. Like they said he did with Gamboa. All he do is run. Yeah, I'll get to that too, great brother. Major, I'll get to that, what Sean Porter said. Abdul Anwar, brother in the super chat. Blue, if you haven't been buzzed, you haven't been in a fight. It's the sport. Haney was spectacular. I love his resilience after getting buzzed. Facts. Then people saying, hey, man, look how long it took him to recover. Huh? Okay. You know how many fighters they say in the next round, his legs are still not there. Does that mean he's not good? It's one thing to show the chin Amir Khan shows. It's a whole nother thing just to be buzzed. Come on. Autocomplete LLC, brother in super chat. There's no doubt that Harrison was putting hands on Charlo, but the homie was playing too much, sticking his tongue out and other taunts. Yeah, he was. He got comfortable. LB, brother in the super chat, like what I saw from Haney, do you think Teo makes the fight for Undisputed should he get past Kambosos? I believe he will. I believe I believe now his confidence that he could beat Devin Haney is through the roof. I believe his confidence is through the roof. No doubt. Not that he lacked confidence to begin with. Roja, what's going on? But now it's through the roof. Now it's through the roof. Jerome King, brother in the super chat. Salute to you, Blue. I can't wait for Wilder to shock the world and knock Fury's off his shoulders. Yeah, man. But Jerome King, wouldn't it be something if Deontay Wilder goes in there and just outboxes Tyson Fury for 12 rounds? Mantu Bo Hotep, what's going on? Brothers UK, what's going on? What if he go in there? Alazu Kareem, what's going on? What if Deontay Wilder goes in a fight and just simply outboxes Tyson Fury for 12 rounds? Luis Cordova, what's going on? Because nobody thinks it's even a possibility, do they? Ruben Perez, what's going on? Autocomplete LLC. I read your super chat, great brother. Dion Folks, what's going on? I read your super chat, great brother. I had it on the screen. I read what you said. I had it on the screen. Didn't miss it, great brother. I didn't miss it. Sports Guy 17, my brother in the super chat. He said, what's good, Blue? What's good with you, great brother? Anthony Carlisle, what's going on? On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. D Money, what's going on? Right? H Toxic David, what's going on? Imagine he going there. Imagine he goes in there and outboxes Tyson Fury for 12 rounds. Just slipping punches, countering them, jabbing them, moving around the ring. What they're going to say? What they're going to tell you? How they going to rectify that? Because they told you he don't have that ability. Love life, brother in the super chat. Blue, Sean Porter's statement shown how old media truly is. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, you know, when Sean Porter said that, I went and rewatched it, And I'm going to say this. It's just irresponsible on the part of Sean Porter. Rebel Life Boxing, what's going on? It was irresponsible on the part of Sean Porter. Because of the stature he has in the sport. And Sean Porter, like if nobody understands, he does. That going in 11th and 12th round is very difficult, fatigue-wise. Jorge Linares was taking a lot of body punches and a lot of clean punches overall. Okay? So at 36 years old, going into the 12th round, the body work that Devin Haney was putting in was to slow him down in the later rounds, right? And so maybe Jorge Linares, he just simply didn't have what it takes to step on the gas. Or maybe he thought Devin Haney hit him with a couple of counter punches in the 11th round. That gets dismissed. Nobody, go back and watch the 11th round. Devin Haney catches him with a couple of counter punches, clean punches. Did you ever think that maybe Jorge Linares is saying he's not as hurt as he's portraying to be? Was that even a thought? LeVar DeMos, my brother in the super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. I was at the Haney fight, Blue. He put on a clinic performance, got clipped and came back out the next and kept boxing. I'm impressed that he had the mind at his age to understand what to do. Devin is the real deal. I agree. I believe he's the real deal. But again, DeAndre Smith, what's going on? Again, what you hearing, Dave Jack, what's going on? What you're hearing, Groundhog Sports Nation, is Jay, what's going on? What you're hearing is people that doubted him from the beginning. That's what you're hearing. Hampton, USA, Kendall, my brother in super chat. Porter thinks Linares took a dive in the Devin fight. Your thoughts on Porter's statement, Blue? Irresponsible. Hampton, USA, Kendall. It was irresponsible on his part. Because if anybody knows, he should know. And many people, when you question Bill Haney, well, look how many people question your dad as a trainer and Kenny Porter. You were in similar situations if you're Sean Porter. When Errol Spence knocked Sean Porter down, although Sean Porter, he immediately got up, he showed he recovered, he jumped up and down, so on and so forth. But Errol Spence didn't just go in and try to knock out Sean Porter. He still took his time. Ironically, in the 11th round. Autocomplete LLC, brother in the super chat. He said, you missed my second super chat. I didn't miss it, great brother. I read that. You said, but Harrison was dominating the fight, but was playing too much, torn in purest boxing division. Great brother, I didn't miss your super chat. I had it up on the screen. Go back. When you go back and rewatch it, you're going to see I had it up on the screen, and I read it. Kelly Smith, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Sean wish he was young and still got like Devin. Got it like Devin. Yeah, I can't understand why, tie on two wheels. What's going on? One thing that he said, I was like, when he said, he expected that from Bill Haney. Dre the man, what's going on? He expected Bill Haney's lack of experience to show up in the fight. And I'm saying, well, Sean, that's what everybody says about you when you have your fights. Now, Kenny Porter, the difference is Kenny Porter is experienced as the amateurs. He was part of the amateur teams and things of that nature, right? But again, when you lost to Kell Brook, Rax, what's going on? And Kell Brook was holding you, and it was looking like you didn't know how to deal with him holding you and frustrating you. And everybody said Kenny Porter was inexperienced and didn't know how to teach you how to adjust to what Kell Brook was doing in the fight. So when Devin Haney is holding Jorge Linares in the 11th and 12th round, who's fatigued, and was being hit with big clean punches, body work and everything. At 36 years old, Sean Porter was a young man when that fight took place with Kell Brook. Jorge Linares is 36 years old. So Devin Haney is strong, a big kid. I mean, I don't know. How could you say such a thing? My brother Kenny in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Man, I argue with some dude who said Devin hugged the whole fight. LOL. I said, did you Gamboa for hugging? In fact, Devin got for not getting out of the clinches. He can't win. Porter is bought. So my thing is this, right? They got that from Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares, after the fight, told Devin Haney, all you did was run and hold, when Devin stood right in front of him. So how can Jorge Linares say that? Jorge Linares said that. Goodbye, Kyle. If I don't know what I'm talking about 90% of the time, then why do you watch 90% of the time? Goodbye. Goodbye. You don't know what you're talking about 90% of the time, but you here watching 90% of the time. Goodbye. Sugar Fantastic, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Why would you watch somebody that don't know what they're talking about 90% of the time? Because in order for you to know what I talk about 90% of the time, mean you watch 90% or 100% of the time. Man, goodbye. LV Slugger, my brother in the super chat. Porter needs to try and get a fight. Bud will stop him. I don't know about that. See, I'm not gonna confuse what he said about Devin with what he can actually do in the ring moving forward. I don't know. It's a possibility. Not saying Terrence Crawford can't. But I would have to see it because we've never seen that. So I would have to see that. Ellis, a.k.a. Tags, my brother in the super chat. When he got hurt, he showed a heart of a champion because he got right back in the middle of the ring and finished the fight. This is a fact. But that gets dismissed, though. Highly anticipated, my brother in the super chat. Say it out. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. Bo Coley, what's going on? Say it loud. Yeah, smash the like button, man. Get the likes all the way up. Bam through, my brother in the super chat. Tank versus Barrios. Who you got winning the fight? I got Tank Davis. I think it's going to be a tougher fight than most people anticipate, but I got Tank winning. Map HS, what's going on? Got my brother in the building, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's goody with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue Blood, what's going on with you? What's up, chat, a.k.a. the family? How's everybody doing on this Wednesday evening?
Oh, man, I'm good, Kurt, man. I was talking about the interview Deontay Wilder did earlier, and I was highly impressed with the fact that he highlighted his shortcomings. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
So one of the few things he said that obviously, I know what's going on, but one of the few things in that he said, Kurt, that impressed me, right, is that he said Jay Diaz was inexperienced with checking gloves. He said now that was his fault. His loyalty to Jay Diaz, getting him the way he got him, helping him out. So he said that he was inexperienced with checking the gloves and knowing what's going on. So he made a change in that department. He said he was just inexperienced, and that's his fault. And he said, Kurt, that he said that he admitted, he said, I got comfortable with my power. He said that, when you have the success you have and you know where to hit, where and when to hit a man and you can knock him out, you fall in love with that punch and you forget the basics. So he says that, I did that, and now I gotta, essentially use the tools in my toolbox to be successful. So he highlighted, listen, you know, the situation with J. Diaz checking the gloves, he wasn't experienced doing it, and that was my fault. And he said that, you know, he fell in love with landing one punch. So we got Love Life in the building in the super chat. Said, one other thing, Blue, Wilder can improve boxing skills. Tyson Fury chin cannot improve. Hashtag big facts. Hey, great brother, you put that in the chat four straight times. You put it in there 4 straight times. You said, one other thing, Blue, Wilder can improve boxing skills. Fury's chin cannot improve. Then you put it in there again and again, great brother. I don't know if you know, but you put it in there 4 times. My brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. He said his openness was great. Yeah, Kurt, he didn't hold anything back. He let it all out. He let it all out. He said, you know, being a good guy, he was trying to be the good guy for far too long. Being a nice guy, being a loyal guy for far too long. And essentially it came back to get him. Came back to bite him. So he said he's making adjustments this time, and he'd be a completely different fighter going into this fight. Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat. Sean Porter secure his job after he retires from boxing, maintaining his PBC job as well as getting viewership up on his podcast. Hashtag strategy. Chaz Oblique 0573. What's going on? But what you think about those 2 things he said, Kurt?
Well, to win to get revenge, I often say it starts with attitude. And when you can admit your shortcomings and what you did wrong, that's a very good start of changing an attitude or having a certain attitude. Admit your wrongdoings, admit your mistakes, admit that you need to work on certain things. And that's a good start for Wilder. Whether it resonates in the ring, we have to wait till July 24th, or, you know, if the fight goes on July 24th. But I like the attitude. I'm going to go and look at the video. I saw it on my community page. I just didn't have time, but he admitted that he fell in love with his power, and that's a natural thing. Most punchers do. You know, when you can get a man out there with one shot, you don't work on other things. You become one-dimensional. Even you may see a fighter that can do many things, but relying on the power, that's often the case with knockout punchers. So, you know, he looks more coordinated in his old videos, he throwing combinations. So I'm very anxious. I know you guys are about this Fury fight, man. You can kind of feel it in the air, yeah, that something's going to be different. I'm starting to get that feel and that premonition, but we have to wait and see how everything plays out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now let me ask you about this, Kurt, because everybody was asking about this. Did you hear what Sean Porter comments yesterday?
Now that I heard, yeah, you know, fighters and usually boxers often say outlandish things. I was surprised by Sean Porter saying that because he's usually on point with things, but he wasn't on point with this one, saying Linares took a dive. So I didn't know where that came from.
Yeah. I when he said that, I was like, wow, man. When he said, you know, when he said that he expected the panic essentially from Bill Haney, I expected that. I didn't expect it from Devin Haney. What was your thoughts on that?
I think he's wrong. What panic is he talking about? To me, when I looked at that fight, Haney passed the test. I mean, he got buzzed. I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't. I don't see what he's talking about. I mean, when a fighter gets hurt for the first time, the corner's going to be up in arms. That's natural. But you concentrate on the fighter. The fighter can handle it. Who cares what the corner is hysterical? You know, long as the fighter can keep his head and soldier on and get through adversity. And that's what happened. Man, they making a big deal out of him getting stunned.
Yeah, that wow, Kurt. Wow, Kurt. He said Haney didn't. He panicked. I was like, wow. Wow, Kurt. It's like we never seen this before or something. Like, bam through, brother, in the super chat. Love your channel, G to G. Please check out the channel. What's your channel, great brother? Dion folks, what's going on? What's your channel, great brother? I'll check it out. Yeah, Kurt, it's just like wow, man. They never seen some. I don't know what it is about Devin Haney, man. Demetrius Bright, brother in super chat. Rewatch the Davey Johnson and Durant fight. Davey Johnson versus Benavidez. Your thoughts on Davey Johnson as a prize fighter? He's talking to you, Kurt.
Davey Johnson or Davey Moore?
Yeah, he said Davey Johnson versus Benavidez. I think he's talking about Davey Moore. Demetrius Bright, you gotta. Who are you talking about, great brother? Kyle 845, brother in super chat. Then Porter took a dive with Spence. Go by that. Yeah, Davey Moore, Kurt. He said Davey Moore.
Oh, Davey Moore was a good fighter. He was strong. He won the title overseas when he beat the Japanese champion. I never seen a foreign fighter, that was so comfortable overseas. He knocked the guy out, and he became the WBA junior middleweight champion. But he underestimated Roberto Duran. A lot of people thought Roberto Duran was past it. He thought he was going to be stronger than Duran, but he underestimated Duran. You know, Duran was always like a slippery fighter. He was very cunning. And what Duran did with thumb Moore in the first round, then he went to Moore's body, and he beat the bejabbers out of Davey Moore. That was on his birthday. That was June 16, 1983. My father was there. I didn't make the fight, but it was Davey Moore was good. He died shortly after that in a freak car accident. But he was a good fighter, though. It's just I want you to look at Davey Moore versus Ayub Kaluli. That's one of the best fights you'll ever see. That's a great fight. Davey Moore versus Ayub Kaluli, who Sugar Ray Leonard fought for his title. But Davey Moore was a good fighter. He was never the same after, the Duran fight, man, and he paid the price. He was too inexperienced for Duran.
Jay Walker 214. What's going on, great brother? How you doing? Yeah, Kurt, man. So the boxing session, TBS, my brother. What's going on with you, great brother? Drop the link so people can subscribe. Go subscribe to the boxing session section, TBS, my brother, man. Drop the link in the chat, great brother. Abdullah Brooklyn, what's going on? Yeah, Kurt, man. So I've never. What is it about Devin Haney, Kurt, that's garnering this type of attention? Alan Young, what's going on?
Well, I just think that it's a double standard. Certain fighters can get knocked down or hurt, and nothing won't be said, and others can get hit with a jab. The next thing I know is people's making videos about it. I mean, not every fight is going to be easy on this level. Like I'm expecting Tank to get hit, face swell, maybe a cut, maybe wobble. Who knows? Is it Barrios is not an easy guy to fight. Considering the size different, and if Tank win, but he gets knocked down or hurt, and then that's what they're going to say about Tank. So, I mean, it's not a big deal, but people make it out to be a big deal. Ryan Garcia got knocked down, but I was impressed because he got up and he won the fight. I don't know what it is about Devin Haney that he got stunned and he won the fight and people make it a big deal out of it. So, that's just goes to show you the casual boxing fans, and boxing talk can make people look like idiots.
Hey, Kurt, off topic a little bit. Did you see the rules for Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul?
No, I didn't.
All right, you want to hear this?
Yeah.
So this is gonna drive you. There's no judges.
No judges. Boy.
Wait, Kurt. There's no official winner either. Knockouts are allowed. Referee can decide the fight. 12-ounce gloves. 12-ounce gloves, Kurt. No headgear, 8 3-minute rounds.
This is not boxing. This is something else. This is not boxing, man. This is not boxing. This is something else. It's a mockery, making a mockery out the sport. This is not boxing, man. What?
Man.
I mean, what's next? Socks on the hands for boxing gloves? I mean, what's next, man? This is not boxing. Floyd and Paul is laughing all the way to the bank. I'm not ordering this. I mean, I wasn't going to order it anyway. I'm waiting for 4 Kings on Sunday. It's a mockery. No judges. It's really truly an exhibition. It's a sideshow, but sideshows and carnival makes money, and that's what this is.
Cynthia J, peace and blessings, Queen. John Bracken, what's going on? I was like, huh? No judges, no
official winner.
No official winners.
Well, what's the point?
Right.
And watch people still order it.
But Kurt, my thing is, if Floyd knocks him out, how could it not be an official winner?
Because I think it's rehearsed.
Yeah.
It's rehearsed. Tyson and Jones, it was a draw. And they both got belts. You got to set the precedent. Boxing wasn't invented to make it look like a sideshow, but anything that can make money, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell Sunday. I just don't know how much. As a purist and a hardcore boxing fan, I gotta set the precedent. I can't order that, man. I can't look at myself in the mirror if I do. I understand Floyd. He's a businessman. He's a money maker. Anything to make money. What's next? Wrestling with a bear or alligator? A Bronx Zoo Park or whatever. So anything to make money. I mean, I can't order it, man. I can't co-sign that.
I don't get it, Kurt. Cincinnati OG Blue 513. What's going on? My brother Money Brown TV in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Money dropped the link. John Bracken, what's going on? Sir Flame, what's going on? When I saw the rules, I'm like, wait, what? 12-ounce gloves? You know how that's going to look on Floyd's hands?
No official winner, no judges. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me.
12-ounce gloves? 12, Kurt? They're going to look like Rocky. Remember Rocky 3, Kurt, when he fell with them gold gloves? How big they look?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
man,
like pillows.
That looked outrageous. I was like, King Vonnie 86, what's going on? New York City King, what's going on? I looked at the glove, I'm like, come on, man. Tax tag, what's going on? I'm like, I know this is a movie, but come on. They ain't realize that. Money said, oh, hold on. Can you say the rules again? Money said, okay, hold on. Money had the second. Money like, wait, hold on. Say it again. No judges, no official winner. Knockouts are allowed. So how could you get knockouts, but there's no winner? With 12-ounce gloves on, and only the referee can decide the fight. No headgear, 8 3-minute rounds.
This is a money grab. That's all it is. It's a money grab. And people, unfortunately, is going to pay for it because casual love this type of thing, man. They love it. Have some musical guests, have a real fight. And the sad part, you're going to have true professionals on the card. mixed in with this garbage because the money and the exposure is good for them.
Yeah, he because it's supposed to be Badu Jack and Jean Pascal. That's a good fight. We know Jean Pascal won't be participating, but
I want to see an end to this exhibition thing once and for all, man. It's getting carried away now. Really. I mean, you're a true boxing fan. You can't co-sign this. I mean, the Tyson Roy Jones thing was okay. I get it. Two legends. I get that. But this Mayweather and Paul thing it's too much. It's just it has to put into it.
yeah. And it's real boxing. What's the name making his debut on there?
Yeah.
Oh man, what's his name, Curry?
The football player, right?
No. Jalil Hackett.
Oh, I didn't know he was fighting on there.
Yeah, we had him on the show. Remember?
I remember Hackett. Yeah.
Yeah, he making his debut, his pro debut on there.
Like I said, real fights mixed in with this. They ain't gonna say nothing because it's exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, oh boy, it's WWF all over again.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, oh man. Good old US of A. They can sell anything to anybody. People will buy it.
Yeah, I was like, it's on Sunday, yeah. I was like, wait, that can't be the rules. That can't be the rules. Man, that's amazing. Brian Elwers, what's going on? Neek, what's going on with your queen? Yeah, Jared Hurry. Yeah, Jared Hurry fighting on there too, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
And he fighting Louis. What's the name? Louis Aries, right?
Yeah, Aries.
Yeah, that's gonna be entertaining. That's gonna be entertaining. I was like, wow. But yeah, Var World Boxing, what's going on? But yeah, Curry, man. So, you know, I'm surprised, you know, Sean Porter's viewpoint on it. You know, I'm just like, wow, I'm taken back that everybody's taking this stance when it comes to Devin Haney. It's amazing. Amazing to me. But Roland Markland, what's going on? But that is what it is, right? So do you truly believe that? Because I'm like, I want to believe that Teofimo Lopez is going to take the fight with Devin Haney. I gotta believe it. What you think, Kurt?
I don't know. It's 50-50. I don't think it's going to be the next fight at the Cambosis. I'll be shocked if that's the case. I think they're going to fight down the road. I don't see that as being the next fight at all.
No.
If they fight, I'll be very, very surprised.
Wow. See, I want them. I want it to be next, man. I want it to be next.
And you know, we got some good fights, man. But for some reason, I don't see Haney and Teofimo fight next. If that fight could be made, hey, the more the merrier. The more good fights, the merrier. But I just don't. Down the road, maybe, yeah. But I don't see them fighting this year.
Yeah. Who else fight this weekend, Kurt?
Well, Daniel Du Bois, somebody else fight too. I know it's Du Bois. Somebody else I'm missing. I'll check the calendar. I want to see what Daniel Du Bois look like. I think he wants a rematch with whatchamacall.
With Joe Joyce?
Mm-hmm. I think he said something about that.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
And I think that's a bad matchup for him.
Yeah, not now. No, not now. I think he needs time. I didn't like his response. I just think he needs more time, way more time.
Mm-hmm.
So if Haney don't fight Teofimo Lopez, Kurt, then who you want to see him fight then?
If I was Haney, it would be an experienced guy. I don't know about Teofimo, who he's gonna fight. He can, I don't know. It could be anybody, but Haney, I would like to see him fight like a Fortuna or somebody with experience. And then, if they could make the fight, then that's great. But I would like to see Haney get a little bit more experience.
What about him and Lomachenko?
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
How you think that fight?
That's not an easy fight for Haney, because even though Lomachenko lost, Lomachenko is a tough out, and I'm not sure Teofimo beats Lomachenko in a rematch. Not if Lomachenko start to sell out and start early like he did last fight. Lomachenko still can beat anybody in that division. He's not going to be an easy out. His star may have dimmed a bit because he's 14-2, but I would not underestimate Lomachenko. He's very, very dangerous still. He's not as good as advertised, but he's a very good fighter.
How you think the fight plays out with him and Haney? You think Haney wins the fight though?
I don't know if Haney wins that fight, to be honest with you, because like I said, Haney and Garcia are still puppies, and like I said, they have whoever learns the most and the quickest, they'll be all right. I think they're both young. They still got a lot to learn, and experience will be very important. Lomachenko lost because I was shocked by his lack of athleticism. Haney, if he fights behind the jab and just boxes, then his athleticism will be a problem for Lomachenko. But he has to box. He can't sit in the pocket and give anybody chances. But that comes with experience. I guess he was trying to prove stuff to people. But like I said, the learning curve with those young fighters is going to be very important. Who learns the most and who learns the quickest? I think down the road, Haney will be fine. I would like to see him with another experienced fighter, Fortuna, that can give him rounds and make it hard. I think that will pay off dividends for Haney in the long run, because this boxing climate, people want everything fast, the fighters included. Put in the work, and in the long run, you will be better off. But they thinking now, everything is now. And like we said, people want to be money, but don't want to be pretty. That's in Mayweather. Put in the work first. That's what happened to Mayweather. He went unsung for a while, fighting tough competition, fighters that nobody knows, Jesus Chavez, Carlos Hernandez, guys like that Victoriano Sosa. Those guys was tough. They weren't stars. They was just real tough for him. And it just made him better. It prepared him for what was to come. That's why he beat everybody. That was, of course, along with his skills. And I think Haney can benefit. That should be the formula for, even though he's a champion, he's a young fighter.
My brother G Al in the building. What's good with you, G Al? Show me what's going on. G Al, my brother, what's going on? So, what you think about a fight with? I like the fight with him and Richie Coleman. Then
that's a good fight. That's a good fight. I think Coleman's going to get another chance, and that's a good fight. I like that fight.
Yeah. Vernon Adams, Michael Darding, what's going on? Crowd 7435, what's going on? Where you been at? Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother, back in the super chat. Who is Bud going to fight? Nobody knows.
Oh, that's Brooklyn Kennedy. What's going on, man?
Yep, great brother Brooklyn Kennedy. Nobody knows Brooklyn Kennedy.
Nobody knows. Nope. Yeah, I want to say this too, with the question you just asked me. The writing's on the wall in boxing. When you look at Floyd Mayweather's career or Bernard Hopkins' career, what those two have in common is they took the long road to stardom. Bernard was like fighting on undercards, empty arenas half empty. He was fighting tough competition, Joe Lipsy and Segundo Mercado, where he got knocked down twice in Ecuador. Then they fought a rematch in Washington, D.C., and he knocked the guy out in the 6th round. It just made Bernard so much better, because when he lost to Roy for his first loss early in his career, he wasn't ready, but he garnered a lot of experience, but he had to take a loss. And the formula should, he was a young fighter. He was still green. But when he was fighting people like Antoine Echols and Robert Allen, he got so much experience. Allen used to give Bernard headaches. Antoine Echols was a strong middleweight who used to give, they fought 3 times. He used to give Hopkins problems. But it made Bernard so ready. So when he stepped up to people like Trinidad and De La Hoya, he was experienced and he's seen it all. And that's what I'm talking about. Same with Mayweather. So when you look at those guys in the 90s, that was the formula. James Toney, another one. Terry Norris suffered a couple of losses early in his career, but it made him so much better because that was a formula for American fighters in the 90s. They had that hard road, half travel type of mentality. But now in 2021, they want so much too soon, and they should this have more experience and fight tough fighters, and when they fight their rivals or another champion, they'll be ready for the fight.
Devontae Richardson, what's going on, great brother? Holmes Enterprise, Tone Capone 1, Gary TH, what's going on? Sin P, what's going on? Corace Edmonds, how you feeling, great brother? What's going on with you? Jay Goods 1226, what's going on? Hamilton Steel, what's going on? Going on with y'all? Top Boxing, what's going on? Saray Bay, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Salute Blue and Kurt. Fantasy boxing is becoming the new reality, totally going against the hard work of real boxers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Amazing. LV Slugger, brother in the super chat. Jojo Diaz and Fortuna fighting for the WBC mandatory for Devin Belt. I wouldn't mind seeing Devin against that winner, if not Tio. Wilder about to be two-time. M-Dub, Orlando Webb, what's going on? Yeah, I like that too. I like Fortuna for Devin more than Joseph Diaz because I think Joseph Diaz is too slow. I don't know how much of a challenge he'll present. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, Haney will beat Diaz quite easily. I know Fortuna Diaz was fighting. I would like if Fortuna beat Diaz, which I wouldn't be surprised because of his style. I would love to see Fortuna and Haney. I just want Haney to get more experience. I think it will benefit him, but Jojo Diaz, I think Haney will run over him.
Yeah, I would much rather see Fortuna because it just presents a better challenge. You know what I mean? But I love that Richard Coleman fight, Kurt.
I like that fight too.
Yeah. And do it right here in Madison Square Garden. Right here in Madison Square Garden. Right here in Madison Square Garden. That would be epic. Oakland Man, what's going on? Jerome Hall, what's going on? Lord Maximus, what's going on? Mr. Cool Guy, what's going on? So what about Teofimo Lopez then? If they don't fight, who you see him fighting then, Kurt?
I don't know. I don't know who he's going to fight after Kambosos. He gets past Kambosos. If he doesn't fight Haney, I don't know. He could just pick a fighter. I got to look at the rankings, then I could tell. But I don't know who he'll fight next.
Man, Stuart Chapman, Ray Will, exclusive back. What's going on? Todd Smith, what's going on? Mark Pinkerton, what's going on, great brother? Where you been at? Yeah, because it's not looking like we're gonna get Josh Taylor. He's moving on. Kurt, I really believe we're gonna get Haney and Teofimo Lopez.
I hope you're right. I'm optimistic. I think they're gonna fight, but if they fight next, then I'll be surprised if it's this year in the fall.
You know why? I feel like now more than ever, Teofimo Lopez likes his chances for whatever reason, because he got clipped, and he's saying to himself, "If I clip him, he's
He's
gone."
going he's gonna know right away that it's gonna be a different fight because Linares is a different fighter than Teofimo. Fighters and fans often go by that. Guy gets hurt and his previous fight and think their fighter or the next fighter is going to have success. It doesn't work out like that. That's not boxing. It doesn't go like that in boxing to me.
And you think Dev is winning that fight?
That's a 50-50 fight.
Mm-hmm.
If Devin fights smart, which I know he will, then he increases his chances.
Mm-hmm. I think he'll box in the fight. And Shakur Stevenson, did you see the all of the stuff taking place with Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring? I don't know if it's staged or not. I didn't report it. I didn't do nothing on it because I don't know if it's staged or not. Did you see that, Kurt?
No, I didn't see that.
So Shakur has been showing up to everywhere Jamel Herring goes, restaurant, like something like Shannon Briggs,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to him while he was training in the gym. He went to the restaurant he was at. You know, he's just like popping up. You know what I mean? And telling him, "I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna do this," and so on and so forth. You know, Devin Blocker, what's going on? So what you think about that?
I think it's great for boxing. He pulling the Muhammad Ali. Used to show up the gyms and everywhere potential opponent went. So I think it's good for boxing. It will spark a rivalry, and ain't no harm in that. I like fighters to be aggressive and bomb the press conferences and go to your training camp, follow where you at, do anything to get the fight. So I like it.
And how you see that fight playing out?
Oh, I like Shakur. Herring fought well against Frampton, but Shakur is so talented, man. And like I said, a fighter that offense that can transition from offense to defense. He does that like it's nothing. Stevenson just a better fighter than Herring. I like Stevenson to win a wide unanimous decision.
And then hopefully we could get that Valdez fight.
That's the fight I want after Herring.
Mm-hmm. I want that.
It's so many great fights that can be made. We got a plethora of good fights, but let's keep it going. Valdez and Stevenson, if Stevenson get past Herring, because I don't like to overlook any fighter, and we can get Haney and Teofimo. And Lomachenko, when he beats Nakatani, if he beats Nakatani and looks good, he's going to be right back in the running. And somebody has to see him.
Who's the other champion at 130, Kurt? It's Herring with the WBO, Valdez with the WBC.
I'm trying to think.
The IBF is vacant, right?
Is it Al? What's that dude name? Abdonal, whatever. The dude with the funny name.
He won.
I'm
because the WBA, the IBF was vacant after Diaz lost it on the scale, and there was supposed to be a fight for it, right?
I lost track.
Because Tank is the WBA regular champion,
right?
He's not the super champion.
No, he's not he's regular champion,
right? So he's not the super champion.
Who's the 130-pound super champion?
I don't know. I can't even remember right now. Because Chris Colbert is a interim champion, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's he's the interim champion.
Right.
I believe.
L Dub. Go subscribe to my brother L Dub Boxing. My brother Lawrence Williams in the building. He said Tank is the super champ at 130. Is he?
How he become super champ? I thought I'm confused by the belts, man.
Yeah, how is he the super champion?
Did they elevate him to super champ, L Dog?
Because he beat Leo Santa. Well, Leo Santa Cruz was the champion. No, Leo Santa Cruz. Oh, so it is Tank because both belts was on the line. Remember, Kurt?
I know, but for some reason I didn't think he was super champ. Okay.
So I didn't think he was. Cedric Trailer said it's vacant. Yeah, because I'm confused. Is I don't think that belt was on the line. Not for super. IBF is vacant. But there's a fight for the IBF. So I guess Tank is the super champion. Well, he's going to have to vacate it. Oh, Raymond Mack and Major said Tank is the super champion. Yeah. So it's Tank. It's Tank, Kurt.
I know Chris Colbert is the interim champion. Valdez, Jamar Herring, but we missing somebody.
The IBF is vacant.
Yeah, I think Tank is super champion. I think another fighter from Venezuela is the regular champion. That's what I got mixed up.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking Tank was the regular champion. I think it's Gutierrez, I believe, from Venezuela. I'm trying to remember.
So Lawrence said Rakhimov and Ogawa is fighting for the vacant IBF title July 17th.
Yeah, that's the name I was looking for, but the IBF. But I think Gutierrez is the regular champ, WBA.
So he's gonna have to vacate that belt. He's not coming back to 130.
They gave Tank Davis a sweet deal when he beat Cruz. Then they elevated him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But he's gonna have to vacate it, Kirk, because he's gonna win this. He's gonna if he beats Mario Barrios, he'll simultaneously hold the belt, and then he'll vacate. He's not going back to 130. Jack T, brother in the super chat. Tank beat Leo for 130 super. He the regular at 135. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's confusing, but in boxing, you could win one fight and win two different belts. That's what happened to Sugar Ray Leonard when he knocked out Donnie Lalonde. He became light heavyweight champion and super middleweight champion. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Brother Shaft in the super chat. Cormier is the only black fighter T.O. has fought. Why? I don't know.
I don't think that's a.
I don't think he purposely does that.
Yeah, and he don't strike me as that kind of fighter, though.
No, it's just the opportunity. EJ Love, what's going on? FSUOKC-WG3, what's going on, great brother? Tyron Lawrence, what's going on? Dr. Pablo Sled, brother in the super chat, dropping that. Go! Owners in the super chat. Santa Cruz was a super WBA 130. Tank is regular at 135, but Tank going to 140 it will be vacant. Side note, I like Haney overcoming being hurt, but I didn't like how Haney kept getting hit with the left hooks. He need to fix that. Yeah. King Black Bolt, what's going on? He will.
Yeah, he just has to.
Like her.
No, he just has to know his identity. He doesn't need to fight in the pocket. You know, that comes with experience. He know better than that. You know, he didn't have to fight Linares like that. But like I said, sometimes a fighter ego, they try to prove this and that they could take a punch. And when they hear they press clippings that he's boring, you know, so what? You know, along with Shakur Stevenson, they're two boxers and they need to box, they're not going to get a lot of knockouts. They're not. And they have to truly believe that this is what they are. They have certain attributes that will help them. You always fight to your strength as a fighter. Always.
Jack T, brother in the super chat. Tank Leo was at 130. His 135 regular was up if Leo won. Yeah. L Dub said the whole purpose of Tank fighting Barrios is to be champion in 3 divisions at the same time on some fake Henry Armstrong swag. Yeah, that's what I said, to become, Carlton Cooper, what's going on? To be simultaneously the champion in 3 divisions. Then he'll vacate the 130 belt. There's no way he's. What do you think, Kurt? He's going down to 130 again?
Nah, probably nah. Depends on how he look. If his power translate to 140, he knocked out Barrios in stunning fashion. Then he's going to convince himself I could stay at 140 and my power will beat anybody. So he will stay at 140 or 135. I don't see him going to 130. Nah, yeah. I think that's over.
And I see Shakur being the undisputed champion then.
Yeah,
he's going to collect all the belts.
Man, I've been looking at Shakur ever since he was a little kid, man. I knew that kid was going to be special. We had like 4 or 5 Shakurs at elite boxing gyms, man. But the other ones, they didn't follow their careers. They like stopped boxing. And Shakur kept on, and look where he's at now. And he has a long way to go to make a splash in this sport.
T-Real 713, brother in the super chat. Tank is the super champ at 130. Yeah, we got it. Roll money. What's going on? I don't see none of them beating Shakur Stevenson.
You're only going to get better. Like I said, them young fighters is a learning curve. Who learns the most and at a sufficient time is going to be ahead of the pack.
That Valdez fight is going to be. He's going to beat Valdez, but that's going to catapult him. Proud of Pierre, brother in the super chat. I got 5 on it. On who? No, Johnny Q. I'm talking about at 130. The champions at 130. Oscar Valdez. None of those guys. Montre, what's going on, great brother? LV Slugger, brother in the super chat. Do y'all think Tank will box Barrios like Pedraza? God's boxing, what's going on? I think he should, but I think he's gonna look to make a point.
Tank is an aggressive fighter, but he's a different type of knockout artist. He sets it up and he can box. But he got to be smart now because
Barrios, take over for a second for me.
Yes. Well, Barrios is a tall fighter, so he has to concentrate on Barrios' body and break him down, and he should be victorious. But he's going to eat some leather. I can see it now. I can see Barrios having some success. All these fights is not easy. When you fight in top competition, it's not going to be a cakewalk. But I can't wait for that fight. I really can't. Let me go in the chat. Let me see. I don't know if Blue read the super chats. Ed Rock super chat say, keep blessing them, keep blessing us with the knowledge, brother. Blue blood. Salute to you. I think I'm looking forward to that Lubin and Rosario fight. I think that's going to be a very good fight. And plus, I like the Puerto Rican fighter that fought this weekend, Matias. I like him. I like him a lot. 140. I would like to see him in Prograis or him and Gary Antoine. I think that would be a good barn burner fight. That's a good TV fight. Manifest Johnny Allison said, I got Regis. Manifest said, what do you think about Nonito Donaire fight? Hey, that was boxing IQ all the way. He set O'Bali up for the left hook, and it worked beautifully. You know, Donaire has always been a good fighter, and he gave Inouye, he broke his orbital bone and nose, so you know he wants a rematch. Mrs. A. Gutter said Tank wins under 6. We're gonna see. Duncan Pender, who said, but love these little dudes, yeah. At Johnny Q. Ryan Vesley said Rosario beats Lubin. I won't be surprised. I know Blue got Lubin. That's a dangerous fight because I don't think Lubin takes a good shot. And Rosario is aggressive. He reminds me of Murky Sosa. That's a tough fight. That's a fight worth seeing. That's a good undercard fight. So boxing got it right. Derlin James said Tank not getting through pro grace. That's a tough fight for Tank. New Jersey says salute from Hackensack, Kirk. The salute to you, New Jersey, man. I used to eat at this diner in Hackensack. I forgot the name of this diner. It was very popular back in the day. Hackensack, you know, y'all, we used to go to this park in Hackensack and hang out, you know. Hackensack is a good place to live. I haven't been there in years, but salute to Hackensack. Probably the best hospital in the state of New Jersey. Demetrius Bright said, Kirk, who wins, Pedraza versus Rodriguez? I will say Rodriguez. I like Rodriguez in that one. Top Boxer said, agree, brother. Matias is a problem. Yeah, man, that dude, man. You know, L Dub said Kurt Gary, Antoine Russell is number 5 in the new WBA rankings. Oh, that's good, man. He gonna start getting big fights at 140. Yeah, that's great, man. I like Gary Antoine. That 140 ain't looking so shabby now. It's not. Derlin James said Rosario getting Lubin. I just got a feeling about Lubin chin. I'm not confident about his chin, man. Johnny Q, what's going on? He said Duncan Pender Hughes. For sure, I'm excited for the young crop of fighters. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. We got some good fights coming up. Let me see. D. Hodges, what's going on? Salute to you. Cedric Taylor, what's up? Rojas, what's going on? I don't know what that said. FCU. He said Kurt, Gary Antoine versus Regis, and Nakatani versus Ryan Garcia. Those are tough fights. Those are good fights. I want to see what happened with Nakatani and Lomachenko. I still got Lomachenko, but that fight can be very interesting. But I think Lomachenko beats him. Super chat. Prada Pierre said, I think Lubin should win, but I can see Rosario breaking him down late. Yeah, you know, that's a good breakdown, Prada. I can see that too. I'll tell you what, Lubin better box. Some fights and some fighters, you have to have a pure boxing mentality because Rosario wants you to go to war with him. And just like Brandon Figueroa, you have to box him and let him run into the jab. If Stephen Fulton go in there and fight him like he did Angela Leo, he's going to lose. That's what whatchamacallit just tried to do. You notice that? He tried to slug, and then when he found out he couldn't hurt Figueroa, he tried to box, but it wasn't enough. I forgot his name. I'm forgetting everything. DP Rocker said, Kurt, that Tyson story. Damn, I lost where I was going. Oh boy. I lost what I was going to say. My bad. You was going to say something about the Tyson story. Oakland man said, I actually might go with Josh Taylor against Davis. I think Josh will be a bad matchup for him. Yeah, I don't like Tank at 140. He may get past Barrios, but I just don't like that 140 for Tank, man. He's small. Brian Etcher said, what up, Kurt? What's up to you? That 140 ain't looking so bad, man. You know, David, the real time is going on said Shakur versus Tank is way better than Shakur versus Haney. Yeah, I agree. That's a barn burner of a fight. Top Boxer say Lubin just seems like a fighter waiting to show out, but underachieve every time out. Yeah, Lubin is good, but I just don't feel comfortable. For some reason, I just see impending danger when Lubin fights, especially Rosario. That's a dangerous fight. He may get past Rosario, Maybe. That's a tough fight. M Dub said, Kurt, well, what's your channel? Well, this is my channel. I have another show called The Three Wise Men of Boxing with Stormy B Man, but we're taking a little break. But we're gonna do next week. We're gonna do the anniversary of Ken Norton versus Larry Holmes. That took place June 9th, 1978. So we're gonna do that. That's Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me, Stormy B Man, in the incredible Scrapbook Boxing, Three Wise Men of Boxing. But this is my channel. I'm the co-host of Blue Blood Sports TV Monday through Friday, 7:30. I come on and we talk some good boxing. Prada back in that super chat. Prada Pierre says, I'm rolling with Nakatani for the upset over Loma. Charles Smoke, Rosario, and Lubin. J-Rock and her is on the outside looking in, at 154. I like 154 a lot. I really do. Set Chillin said, true or false, Wilder versus Fury 3 will make $1 million or more pay-per-view buys. Oh, over $1 million. Absolutely. Everybody is highly anticipated. Highly anticipated. Derlin James said Adrian Bruner coming back at 140. I think Adrian Bruner faded, man. It doesn't have that same spark like it did before. Johnny Q, what's going on? He said Louis is the betting odds of Lewis, the betting odds favoring Loma. Lawrence House has said Teal and Haney is a 50-50 fight. It is. I think the more experience Haney get, the better off he will be. Because I think Teal's a bit ahead of a learning curve by beating Lomachenko. And you got Garcia, Haney, Shakur, all those guys still, ready to get their feet wet. They just need more experience. I think we haven't seen anything yet. David the Real Thomas said Duncan Tank pump fake and said he will fight Shakur. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go down. Ryan Vesley said 154 belongs to Charlo. Yeah, the way Charlo's fighting right now, man, woof, it's going to be tough to beat him, man. But in boxing, every fight is different. You can have an off night. That's one thing I love about boxing. You can have an off night. You could look like a world beater, have an off night, and lose everything. Lawrence House said Haney might not be the best yet to be determined, but definitely have respect for him because he wants all the smoke. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, when you fight tough fighters for a while, it eventually helps you. When you look at Mayweather and Bernard Hopkins and James Toney career, they paid the price. They were patient, and when big fights came their way, they were very successful. Beyond Above Media said, how good is Boots really? Seeing he holds, well, people say he get hits, but he rolls with a lot of punches. But what makes Boots tough is the natural God-given ability. And if he fights Spence and Terence Crawford for the first time in their career, they're going to be the lesser fighter naturally. Now, other things factor in like experience and intangibles. But once Boots gets experience, like Lipinets was a very good fight for him. And Virgil Ortiz was calling him out before the Lipinets fights. But when people saw that fight, and Robert Garcia said, oh, he needs 4 more years. Because fighters know, Boots is coming like a freight train. And the more fights and the more experience he gets, forget about it, man. Everybody's in trouble at 147, including Earl and Terence Crawford. And I love them both. They're both Hall of Fame fighters. But I think this kid, with his footwork and his jab, when he fights conventional, he's like tough, man. His skill level jumps out at you. Big Nick 32 says, hey, Kurt, is Bud going to fight with Josh Taylor? I think so. But nobody don't know what's going on with Bud, though. Nobody don't know. We have to wait and see. Johnny Allenson said, Boots versus Ortiz, winner takes on the champ. Yeah, I think Boots beats Ortiz. Ortiz is a good fighter, but I think the lack of foot speed will do him in against Boots. If Boots go in there and box And you always, when you knock somebody out, you don't go for the knockout. You get knocked out. You let it happen naturally by boxing and setting the punches up. I think Boots beats him right now. DP Rocker said Boots in here. A top boxer said Boots beats them both in the year too. I agree. I think that's a tough matchup, man. Once this kid get experience, because you can't. It's hard to beat natural talent. It really is, and he has it in abundance, man. Out of all his brothers, he's by far the best. Johnny Q said, "Kirk, who do you think will have more a successful career, Haney or Boots? If you had to guess, I would say Boots. I would say Boots because I think Boots is a better fighter than Devin Haney, even right now." Jay Walik says it's going to be hard to get Boots fights. Yeah, people always turning him down. Duck season activated already. Yeah, a lot of people don't know behind the scenes. Boots, like 5 or 6 fighters, turn him down every fight. I respect Sergey Lipinets for taking the fight. He didn't have to. So that was kind of Boots, just coming out a little bit and telling you that, he's here. Let me see. Wayman Davis said, Kirk Spence is a stalker, pressure, aggressive fighter. Does Manny have to do? Does Manny have the defense to withstand Spence pressure? I think Spence is stronger than people give him credit for. I think Manny's in for a rude awakening. I don't think he realized how strong Spence is. Even Danny Garcia said it. Danny Garcia said Spence is, very strong. And you can make the case this is probably the strongest fighter he ever fought strength-wise. So you mix in with skill. It's a tough fight, even in Manny's prime. Spence is a tough fight. It's a very tough fight. Spence is not an easy dude to deal with at all. Let me see. Let me go down. Are you guys excited about all the fights coming up? I can't wait for Charlo and the undisputed match. Well, I'm forgetting everything, man. I need Geritol. I forgot his name, but anyway, I think that's going to be an exciting fight while it lasts because he's going to be in Charlo's chest because that's the way he fights. And I see an uppercut ending his night. I see a Charlo uppercut right between the guards because he leaves his shoulder square. What's the guy name that Charlo's fighting people? I hate to forget stuff. I'm showing my age. Top boxer said Boots has pop. Yeah, he could punch, man. He's an underrated body puncher too. I think all these guys is going to be great soon as they get experience. And don't forget, Tio, that Lomachenko fight did wonders because now his confidence is way high. Let me see. Let me go down. Boli. Oh, Castano. Thanks a lot, Eric Johnson, man. I'm forgetting people's name. Everybody put Castano in. Thanks a lot, people. Family. I'm forgetting everything like Grandpa Simpson. Duncan Penderhughes said, Manny the GOAT. Manny's a great fighter, man. He did so much for boxing, man. He will never be forgotten, man. Manny he did everything he needed to do in boxing, man. I remember he was a late replacement and he fought Lanwaba on HBO. And I was like, man, this dude, he was just a one-handed fighter. Then he improved and oh man. Manny's been great for boxing. I just don't want to, I don't want to see Manny knocked out on the canvas because I hate when legends go out like that. I really do. I really do. Let me see. Duncan Penderhughes said, no, Manny's not the GOAT at all. He's a great fighter. Great fighter. Lawrence House said, Boots is definitely the next superstar. One thing about boxing, man, that the can't miss prospects miss, but I don't see Boots. He's dedicated. He's always in shape, and I see big things, man. And Duncan Penderhughes say he is a legend. Beyond Above Mia said at Stay Sharp, what's going on, bro? He can get away with it because he's just that fast enough to almost nullify. He's an intriguing fighter. Ryan Vesley said the other promoters hate Al Heyman getting all the fighters a real bag. Yeah, they don't like Al. They say they think Al got too much power. FSU said, Kurt, who wins in a prime? Manny versus Duran prime. Oh, Duran beats Manny, probably knocks him out. If they fight at 135, I like Duran. You can't fight Duran force with force. Now at 135, you got to box Duran like Ivan De Jesus. Esteban De Jesus, excuse me, Ivan Esteban. He beat Duran, in Duran's prime. You got to box Duran. Manny will make it easy for Duran. Duran knocks out Manny in 12. Nate Johnson said Boots will smoke Earl. Not yet, but I would say in another year, depending on how many fights Boots gets, man, it's going to be tough for Terrence because I like both of them, man, because Crawford and Spence, what they have in common, they both won their prospective titles overseas. They're both undefeated. They both been dominating the competition. If they ain't going to fight each other, well, that's sad, but both of those guys are headed to the Hall of Fame. Both of them. Let me see. Cole Sims said, does Devin beat Shakur? Ooh, I would give Haney the edge right now, but like I said, who learns the most and who learns the fastest? But that's like a 50-50 fight. That's a boring fight because they ain't gonna hit each other. That would be like Pernell fighting Floyd. Punches ain't gonna land, and people probably fall asleep in the arena. Just like Winky Wright or Bernard Hopkins. That was an ugly fight. One of the ugliest fights you will ever see. No punches was landed. Mark Booker said, Kurt, much blessings, peace. Peace and love to you, Mark Booker. Eric Johnson said, future fight, Boots versus Gary Antoine Russell. You know what, Eric? I'm glad you brought that up because they fought 4 times as amateurs, and Antoine won 3 out of the 4. So that could be a good storyline because I could see Gary moving up to 147. I could see that fight way down, down the line. It has a storyline. He beats him in the amateurs and he fighting his pros. Alex York said, Derek James said it will be VADA testing in his interview last night. That's good. I'm glad. Top Boxer said, Kirk, do you think a win against Spence pressures TBE to fight Manny? Nah, I think Floyd is done. Why fight a professional fighter when you can make just as much fighting a YouTuber? Now, Floyd is done. Floyd is done. He did enough. Floyd is a businessman, and he see boxing as making money, and money is his fix. Antoine White said, what's up, Blue? What's up, Antoine, right? Lawrence House says Spence is going to make Pac-Man look his age in this fight. I can see that. I think this is a tough fight for Pac. Man, Pac took on everybody, though. Fought everybody. What a resume. Dr. TV said they all hating on Al. He is a smart businessman. Yeah. He wanted to become Rakim's, the rapper Rakim. He wanted to become his manager. He's a managed New Edition, and I believe Mary J. Blige. But back in the day, he had those Superfest Budweiser musical shows that they used to show in New Jersey and at the Meadowlands. I remember that. Top Boxer said, I think that's Manny still fighting. Oh, let me see. Let me go down. Bowley said there are no judges in Mayweather and Paul. Who that call said Floyd is a genius. Yeah, I've never seen a fighter that dominates boxing in and outside the ring. I never. Not even Ali, Robinson, nobody that hold all the cards and continue to do it. Unbelievable. Duncan Pender, you said Floyd was the best, worst thing for the sport of boxing. Yeah, but you can't fault Floyd, he see it as a moneymaker, that's business in America. Capitalism is a big it's huge culturally wise in America. That's what it's all about. Making money, consumerism, capitalism has no moral base. Value for value, and you could make it money watching wrestling or fool people, make money. That's what America is. Roll Money said, Kirk, if you had a young fighter, give me 5 fighters you would have him study. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Henry Armstrong, Harry Greb, and Jack Johnson, because they had it all. I would have him study all those fighters, and it helps you because Mike Tyson used to study all those fighters and more, and he became the youngest heavyweight champion, ever. Blew his bat.
Yes, sir. Hempstead Juggle, what's going on with you, great brother? Hey, Curry, man, I had to handle a business call, but Curry, I was Terrence Riley, what's going on? I was watching the Mike Tyson, right? And man, he banked so much. He lost a lot, man. He lost more than I initially felt, when he lost Customato and then Jacobs. It really changed him, Curry.
The Jacobs fight, the death really did it, because my doctor, Dr. Hazelcorn, used to play handball with Jim Jacobs. Jim Jacobs was one of the best handball players in the world. He used to tell me stories about Jim Jacobs, but when he lost Jim Jacobs, that really did it, because Jim Jacobs was the only one that had him on the straight line after Customato. And when he lost him, and he started, dating Robin Givens and Don King, everything that can go wrong in the fighter's career went wrong and more. And Tyson wasn't the strongest mentally person to deal with it because of his personal demons growing up as a kid. And Blue, people don't know, but you could tell the people how Brownsville, Brooklyn is like downtown Iraq. I mean, remember how bad it used to be?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Brownsville is like, nobody should grow up like that. Nobody. But that's what shaped Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was always better pursuing the title than holding one, because it takes a different type of dedication being the hunted instead of the hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he was the youngest heavyweight champion, but he was the youngest to lose it too.
Mm-hmm. If those chain of events, obviously, we dealing with real life, but if those chains of events never took place, where do you see his career would have went?
Oh man, he would have been mentioned amongst the best. People would have comparing who would have won between, and they still do that. Who would have won between Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson? If Mike's career would have went differently, and say like he lost maybe one fight due to old age, and he was dominating like he did, Mike would have been up there with Ali. People would have been like, "Oh man, I don't know who's better, Ali and Tyson." You got some people still say to this day that Tyson would beat Ali. I don't believe that Ali, because Ali was a different type of man. It has to do with content and character then, and Tyson didn't have what Ali had. But Mike, we never got to see the best of Mike Tyson. To me, his best performance is when he beat Tony Tubbs, because he was transitioning from offense to defense. Tony Tubbs would throw his punches. Mike Tyson would slip punches, man, and come back with his own. I said, man, Mike Tyson is sharp tonight, and he knocked Tubbs out with a beautiful. It was an uppercut, put a gash on his head, then a left hook finish him. That Mike right there, that was the best version of Mike Tyson that I ever seen.
You think he beats Buster Douglas in his Buster Douglas best?
I don't know, because that's tough, because Buster Douglas, the way Mike Tyson's style was, it was tailor made for Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas, Tyson, a short fighter, wasn't a big heavyweight. Douglas 6'4", 235. Mike Tyson will always have problems with movers and big athletic fighters. Even before he lost, he fought a guy by the name of Tony Tucker that won the first 4 rounds against Mike Tyson, hurt Mike Tyson with an uppercut. But the difference then was Mike Tyson had Kevin Rooney in his corner, and Mike did make an adjustment, and he went on to win a 15-round decision. But when Mike was coming up, it was Mitch Green, Tony Tucker. He had problem. The Fighting Cowboy out of Oklahoma, James Quick Tillis. He had problems with guys who can box. James Buster Douglas was just a better boxer, and when he fought a great fighter in Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson unraveled, and you can see Mike Tyson regress because Mike Tyson fell in love with his power.
Mm-hmm. Tay Hill in the super chat dropping that. Dub on us in the super chat. God bless you, Blue and Kurt, for your platform. Who do you guys think would have won 1991 Tyson versus Holyfield fight if Mike didn't go to prison?
Holyfield, because in boxing, we think of talent, but you have to think of the man, the content of character. Sometimes it comes down to character. Holyfield is a much, much more mentally stronger fighter than Mike Tyson. When you bite a man in the ear because you want it out, people will show you who they are. And that's what Mike Tyson was. Remember that second fight before the bite, you could see Tyson confidence waning, and you can see Holyfield getting stronger confident-wise. He hurt Mike with a short right hook. Mike knees buckle. I said, this fight's he gonna knock Mike out. Mike knew it too, so he resorted to dirty tricks, biting Holyfield on the ear, then blame it on headbutts. And Holyfield was just a better fighter because he was a better man. Holyfield is a very, very mentally strong individual. And that's the difference between Holyfield and Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm. But any last words before we get out of here, Kurt?
Oh, man, I just love talking boxing. I love going in the chat. Sorry I didn't get to everybody, but great show, Blue. Thank you for the super chats. My family, the chat, a.k.a. the family, I'll call you guys. And my name is Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, and we will see you tomorrow with some more boxing talk.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Lennox Lewis, the undisputed GOAT. What's going on, great brother?